crew encounters its most ruthless enemy ever.
Tally-ho!
Now held hostage by this mischievous madman.
Who is this maniac? What is he?
Their only way out
Leave my crewmen alone. Are you challenging me to a duel?
Smashing.
is to join in the fun.
Cat and mouse game.
Aha! You must try harder. This is too easy.
Tally-ho.
Star Trek. He is their most feared enemy.
An improved breed of human.
Evil beyond imagination.
Your captain will die. I will take this ship.
Witness the wrath of Khan.
You left at the very time mankind needed courage.
We offered the world order.
It's the episode that spawned one of Trek's greatest legends.
Each of you will die.
Ricardo Montalban.
The captain is dead.
Star Trek. Earth's violent past.
Put your hands over your head.
He's back with a vengeance.
What's the matter? You guys never saw a hit before?
Now, to make it back, the crew of the Enterprise will have to play gangster.
I gotta make some hits. I want you to help me hit them.
Or the hit
Nobody's gonna put the bag on me anymore.
will be on them.
We're taking over the whole planet.
You think that's wise, sir?
And you cooperate with us, maybe we'll cut you in for a piece of the action.
Very small piece.
Star Trek. The Enterprise encounters an unknown force
Who are you?
I am Zargon.
with a dying request.
We require your bodies so that we may live again.
Is that a demand?
The choice is yours.
Now,
There is potential danger in this.
Risk is our business.
with this ultimate sacrifice, there may be no
It won't work.
going
Got to get out before you kill him.
back.
He's dead.
Star Trek. A deadly creature
We are being watched.
is hunting the crew of Enterprise,
You never even had a chance to fire.
one by one.
And it's impossible to kill.
50 people have died. I will lose no more men.
Shoot to kill.
Kill it, Captain.
Star Trek boldly go again.
On a mission behind enemy lines,
We're surrounded by Romulan vessels.
the Enterprise infected by a deadly plague.
The expedition is suffering from extreme old age. Physically, we each have less than a week to live.
I want the answers and I want the remedy.
It could cure or kill.
Now, the crew must survive without Kirk.
We have no alternative but to surrender.
Star Trek.
It begins with a peace mission from Vulcan,
Ambassador Sarek and his wife are my parents.
but a spy wants it to end in war.
It's a bad wound. I have to operate.
Spock's in command,
The alien ship is moving directly toward us.
and the battle
Damage reports every day.
may cost him his father's life.
Your father's dying. Go to him.
I cannot relinquish command and risk interplanetary war.
Star Trek.
You've got him on complete life support. Was he dead?
Jim,
Come on, Bones, what's the mystery?
his brain is gone.
What have you done with Spock's brain?
Brain and brain. What is brain?
This fellow is keeping us from our property.
Go away. You must not take the controller away. We will all die.
Nerves, there are a million of them. What am I supposed to do? I can't remember. He's dying and I can't stop it.
A
primitive paradise
It's like discovering Atlantis.
holds a mysterious secret,
Any theories about what it is?
Alien metal of some kind.
and one mistake leaves Kirk trapped.
What about Jim? He may be injured.
Now, in a race against time,
The asteroid is on a collision course with this planet.
the Enterprise has one chance to save him.
If we don't divert this asteroid, the captain will die.
Crystal sockets failing, sir.
Fire phasers.
Firing.
Star Trek.
There's been an explosion on Alba 2.
0.95.
Must have wiped out everything.
We hereby proclaim that I am Lord Garth, Master of the Universe. On your knees before me! All the others before me have failed.
Ship's phasers to narrow beam.
Queen to Queen's level 3, Captain Kirk.
No, you mustn't do that.
I can get him to tell me what you want to know. I think I knew I loved you from the first moment I saw you.
Captain's log, stardate 1329.1. The Enterprise brings aboard the survivors of an ill-fated vessel.
Hello.
And the ladies? Is this your crew, Captain?
This is me cargo.
I read once a commander has to act like a paragon of virtue. I never met a paragon.
Neither have I. Mr. Walsh, I'm convening a ship's hearing on your actions. Mr. Spock will supply you with any legal information you may need.
You're a hard-nosed one, Captain.
And you're a liar, Mr. Walsh.
Take the one side, you'll get killed.
Just have those crystals here when I get back.
Captain's log, stardate 3498.9. Lieutenant Commander Scott in temporary command. Our inability to reach the landing party is strange.
Say to yourself, the child is mine.
It's yours.
You will not touch me in that manner.
Communicators, weapons.
Sound battle stations.
Captain's log, stardate 2821.7. 7 of our shipmates still have not been heard from. Our normal searching systems useless.
Do you know what you've done? You've concerned yourself with only 7 people. You said something about a needle in a haystack. It's useless.
If they're not there, Commissioner, then they're dead by now.
We use virtually every piece of equipment aboard this craft in attaining orbit.
You mean 3 of us must stay behind?
Yes.
And who's to choose?
As commanding officer, the choice will be mine.
Mr. Sulu? Prepare to abandon search. Set course for Marcus 3.
Go back!
It's getting hot.
Captain's log. All crew have transported to the surface of the planet.
We have no need or want, Captain.
It's a true Eden, Jim.
I don't know what I can offer against paradise.
Spock.
Back to your station. This is mutiny, mister.
Yes, sir. It is.
I can't stop them.
You're a traitor. Disloyal to the core.
I don't know how to get my crew back.
Star Trek. At the edge of the galaxy
We see it, but our sensors indicate it is not there.
is a mystery that haunts the Enterprise.
Has there ever been a mutiny on a starship?
These people killed each other.
What have they found?
Got to get this ship out of here.
Madness affecting the whole crew.
The Enterprise is paralyzed by insanity.
We shall not see home again.
Star Trek.
Galileo to Enterprise. We are out of control.
Spock, Scotty, McCoy, stranded on a hostile planet.
You don't think they'll find it? We may be here for a very long time.
And Kirk's rescue mission.
Finding a needle.
Hey, hello everybody. We are here to watch possibly and arguably one of the finest farewells to a Star Trek cast that are in living memory. Joining me, and hopefully you guys are as well, we have Automaton 2000, Stars and Garters. Frank joins us, and star of Song Sung Blue, our very good friend who has been with us on this long journey together, Mr. Shyporn. Gotta put the promo in. This is a sponsored stream. It's not a sponsored stream.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Nothing like.
I have to declare that. We're just proud of our friend.
Question. What does huge Jack Man smell like?
He smells like rainbows in springtime.
I thought you were going to ask what does Hugh Jackman need with a starship.
Yeah,
That's very different.
Actually, you know what? Of all the people I know, I think he would be best suited to have a starship because that would be awesome.
You're not wrong.
Hugh Jackman, captain of future Enterprise. Picture it.
As Lorca.
No.
I'm just picturing like a situation like Sunspace Rhapsody happens and he's just like, oh, not again.
I've done two
By the way,
musicals already.
I heard that he was intimidated by the shape that you were in. He asked that you tone it down a little bit so that when you stand together, you don't blow him out of the water. Is that true?
That's decidedly not true. In fact,
okay.
Huge, as Frank said, Huge Jackman is an apt description. He is a giant man. He is like what you imagine. Yeah, you imagine like what the first men in the Lord of the Rings series look like Aragorn. Like that's what Hugh Jackman looks like. He's just bigger. I expect his lifespan is around 150, 170 years old. He's
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they managed to get his shirt off in the movie, and that Galaxy Quest pull. I see you managed to get your shit off. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
All right. But enough about that.
Yeah,
Star Trek.
You, Shark.
Yada, yada, yada.
Star Trek time.
Star Trek time.
That's
We're here to watch.
It's a different stars.
So we're watching the best farewell to a cast. So these are the voyages, right?
Close.
That is your draft pick, Frank.
Very
so
close.
we'll
That
get
is
to it.
coming. That is on somewhere on our roster now. We're going to be watching The Undiscovered Country. If you've never watched it before, hey, spool up your Paramount Pluses. We'll have a blurred version in the corner and subtitles as normal, so you can watch along with us. But I'm excited because this is I love this film. This is one of the greats. I'm trying to think of like all-time Trek farewell moments. I think it's this and All Good Things.
Yeah.
Probably are kind of the top two, really. Not the other five. I think DS9 and Voyager were fine, but this is definitely like we are concluding, and no one talks about Nemesis.
Dude, I rewatched Nemesis recently, and it's kind of worse than I remember.
It's flawed.
It's a nasty, brutish, ugly film.
I suppose you could count The Last Generation as well. The Last Generation is like kind of the farewell to the Picard crew, really.
Yeah, that one I had good feelings about.
Yeah.
The Last Generation is fine.
This is so good. Yeah, this one's so good that the Russo brothers stole the ending for Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
With the signatures.
They
They completely.
They absolutely did. I don't think any other film has. Well, I'm not going to say that. Has any other film done the signature thing at the end? Is this
There might have been like a.
I've not seen it.
Golden Age Hollywood might have done it. No, maybe.
Possibly, but
very
because what other franchise has been long enough that you'd want to like see the signatures of the actors.
It's in one of the Air Bud movies, but I don't know which one because there are 10 of them.
And it's just a paw print.
It's just a paw
appears
print.
next
Yeah.
to.
That's very good. Yeah, there are like 40 million Air Bud films, so yeah. I believe we're watching not the director's cut. This is the original one, but it is the Blu-ray rip.
Air Bud 2, First Bud.
First Bud. All right, let's get you. So spool up your Paramount Pluses, your Blu-rays, hopefully your ultra definition.
We
version.
we better be watching the cut with Renee's character.
I think we
Colonel
probably are.
West.
This is 1 hour 43 long, so this is a fairly sizable one. I need to make sure I've got all my ducks in a row here. So talk amongst yourselves while I'm.
Well, that's quick. Song Sung Blue is like 2:12 or something.
Yeah.
And worth every
See it in
second.
theaters. See it in theaters.
Or by the time you're watching this, see it on streaming somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, Frank, I appreciate the pop of color today because we're all in black. Except
well, you know,
blue,
grey.
but-
Got some grey.
I got a bit of purple, but yeah.
Underneath my dressing gown because it's fucking freezing here. All right.
Is that an Earl Grey idol?
It's more Duke, light count. Right, okay, let's... Oh, no, before we start, we need a trailer.
Pre-ratings.
We've got to watch the trailer first, so let's do that. Okay,
Yes, we do.
This will come through to you on stream, so let's play that.
Explosions.
Nice.
The Klingon Empire has 50 years of life left to it.
That's
to
a
offer
lie.
Klingons a safe haven within Federation space is suicide.
They're animals. Jim, they are dying. And you, Captain Kirk, are to be our first olive branch. Me?
The galaxy stands at a crossroads.
Oh.
This is the Starship Enterprise. We've been ordered to escort you to your meeting on Earth.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
I have so wanted to meet you, Captain. One warrior to another.
Right. On the verge of peace.
Really showing Shatner a good light here.
Undiscovered country. The future.
On the brink of war.
We come in peace, and you blatantly defy that. We haven't fired. According to our databanks, we have.
Is this one of these trailers that just shows the whole film?
Now,
getting there.
crew of the Starship Enterprise
Will not be the instigators of full-scale war on the eve of universal peace.
They're coming about.
Battle stations.
fights not to win battles,
Incoming.
Signal our surrender.
Captain?
We surrender!
but to end them forever.
We would consider an attempt to rescue them an act of war.
There will never be a better time. This is Captain Sulu, USS Excelsior. We stand ready to assist you.
It's coming, yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is a lot of the movie.
You do prefer it this way, as it was meant to be. Warrior to warrior.
You cannot take much more of this. Cry havok! Kill! And let's slip the dogs of war.
Fire!
Yeah!
Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country.
Okay, I'm hyped.
Man,
So
they
good.
really laid on the explosions there, didn't they?
And I
But
would
you know
say
what?
This back in the '90s, that was some serious stuff. That was like, oh my god, what are they doing? Because
Well,
we're
they
all
started
watching
that-
TNG.
They started that Force Blast disc that everyone copied now for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
That explosion, the
Praxis,
the
yeah.
moon, Praxis moon. No, everyone did it after that. George Lucas added it in to his specialized
didn't he?
editions.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Of the
Yeah,
Death Star.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
The special
Because this was
editions.
what, 92, 1990? Somewhere between 91,
91.
93,
Yeah, 91, there we go.
91, yeah.
And I think didn't ILM help the special effects of this? So it literally was George
Yeah, ILM
Lucas doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some pre-ratings. Auto starts off how you feeling about this film, because you've been silent so far. So I want to get your thoughts on how you've approached Undiscovered Country over time.
I jotted down like 2 months ago, kind of my rough list of the top movies. I think this landed third, so I do enjoy it. I watched it a ton as a kid. I don't know if it's going to hit quite the same way after reading the behind the scenes and how much like racism and fighting and weird shit went on, but hopefully most of that won't end up translating. So I'm gonna go flat 8, and we'll see. I trust most of you guys are gonna try to talk me up even higher, but to me, movies are just a 2-hour episode. They aren't special. I know a lot of people think like they're in their own category of special. To me, they're just same as any other episode. So.
He's not wrong.
Star, since you're shit chatting in chat, you next.
So I rewatched this actually fairly recently because I have a friend who's been going through TNG. He finished TNG, and I figured, you know what, we somehow managed to miss Undiscovered Country, so we'll do this. It doesn't hold up as well as I think Wrath of Khan or Voyage Home do. I think it might just be a case of the time period or the budget. I'm not sure what it is, but it has it just looks a little bit cheaper in places.
Oh, wow.
I'm not quite sure what it is, but that being, and like I said, I can see some of the weird stuff that like Auto mentions bleeding through. Like there's a lot of like, okay, why did you make that choice? Where you're like, just kind of make you quirk your head, and it has some of that. Like it's 91, so a lot of the Roddenberry ick is gone, but there's still bits of it. Like it still has a little bit of that ode to early TNG. So I think that being said, it's still a classic. I don't think it's in my it's probably in my top 5, but not my top 3.
Wow.
So I'd probably go 8.5.
Wow. I'm trying to think how this is not a 10 out of 10, because I love everything about this one. It's this First Contact and Wrath of Khan. Even I didn't give the motion picture a 10 out of 10 because I know the flaws of that. But this is definitely up there. It's just like a solid Star Trek
This is
film.
insurrection slander.
Hey, insurrection's going to get us due. We keep teasing it, but we're going to do it. No, I'll happily give this a 10 out of 10. I think this did something brave and good after Final Frontier, and sort of followed on the same lines as Khan, obviously with the Nick Meyer pedigree following through, and added lots more depth to the lore of the sort of of the Star Trek universe. When we're in the era, we're having crossovers with like Star Trek: The Next Generation coming up soon, all sort of starting to sort of come together and have that shared universe feel, which I don't think you really had before. So yeah, 10 out of 10 pre for me. Might go down. Shy.
It's a easy 10 out of 10.
Yes.
This movie is a perfect bookend to Wrath of Khan. It is a great counterpoint, whereas Wrath of Khan is a very small, intimate submarine battle movie. This is a galaxy-ranging epic adventure where they go from planet to planet and from scenario to scenario. It's amazing in that regard. The way it was mirroring the real-life political climate of the time, the end of the Cold War, the fall of the Soviet Union. It's all in there, even back to the references to the Cuban Missile Crisis that they throw in during the trial. Nick Meyer famously sort of harangued Shatner into a brilliant performance of Wrath of Khan, and here he equally brilliantly lets Shatner balance his charismatic movie star persona with that deeper, more angsty self. So I think the special effects hold up really well. I think the cinematography is excellent in this movie. We already discussed the innovative force blast, and just starting this movie with Captain Sulu. What do you want? What do you want? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? If the whole movie was that, it would have been 10 out of 10. But anyway, continue.
You say you want some sort of Captain Sulu series?
They should have.
We were robbed.
I've got to ask, Shai, is this your first post Song Sung Blue appearance, by the way? Do we get the pole position here?
He's got done the media circuit.
Like online, yes. I've done. I do some live shows at a venue called Caveat on the Lower East Side here in Manhattan, and I
watch, folks.
He's also appeared in
Storyoki
Whole
and
Foods.
peer review.
Frank, pre-rating, please.
Up until this point, the 4 esteemed panelists with me have given their combined ratings totaling 9.1. for what most people will say is not only, the perfect pin in the original series cast, but just one of the finest films of that era, Star Trek or otherwise. I personally have a connection to this movie because growing up, I didn't have the best relationship with my dad. He was from an older generation that didn't know how to show affection or love. It was just old, grizzly, people from that bygone era. But I have a core memory of Thursday, December 12th, 1991. I was pulled out of school. I was already out of school the next day, so I was getting a 5-day weekend. And he surprised me by taking me to the movies to see a double feature, which I had never been to, Hook and Star Trek 6.
Wow.
That's a mix.
Wow, okay.
And
that's solid.
I was just eyes a wonder I had already been watching The Next Generation. I had already seen the original series. I'd seen all the movies up into this point. I had seen the trailer. I was excited for Star Trek 6. Hook was awesome. I saw Hook first, and it was like, well, that, how do you top that? You almost, this is a palate cleanser almost. So I have an emotional attachment to this that to this day, 30 God some odd years later, I still carry with me. That being said,
here it comes.
Of the 10 theatrical release Star Trek movies, I rate this one as the 7th best.
Really?
What?
I no longer care greatly for it. I no longer believe it is that good. I believe when you sit back and you look at it without emotional attachment, as a true Vulcan would, it falls apart in so many ways. And at the end of it, it is not so much as a goodbye to our old friends, but just a kick in the pants telling them, get out, because we've got something newer and shinier. I pre-rate this movie a 6.
Whoa, that's some fighting words.
Speaking of which, where is the kick button? Is there a...
Hang on, Shai, let me give you the rights. Let me...
okay.
Hold
on.
Look, Shai, you had your chance to come watch Sub Rosa, which was Frank's pick, and you could have shat all over it if you wanted to.
that speaks volumes as to the validity of this opinion.
Okay, all right. Without further ado, we've got a lot of film to watch.
Before we begin,
go on.
With
I
one
do have to
more
remind
further ado.
Shai, I must remind Shai this is his draft pick, and therefore he will be
Schiller
picking the Schiller rating. So keep in mind what you want your Schiller rating code to be.
How many what out of what? So yes. Or how many what out of 10? Okay, let's get this ball rolling. We are going to be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully that worked. It did.
I do remember the music for this being really, really good.
Oh yeah.
Should we not have audio?
We will do.
Hear
This
audio.
You will in a minute. This is an old film. They don't do audio then. You'll get it.
It is a killer score. You are correct.
Yeah. For Gene.
Oh, Gene died by this point?
He did, yes.
Yeah, he died after.
I'm pretty sure there's making music by this point.
No, there is. It's just very quiet.
Oh, I'm just after
it starts and it grows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, this main theme is fucking banger. I love it.
Comes back to the Starfield as well. I feel like a lot of... I mean, how
Who
much
did the
modern
theme?
Trek has done just a straight Starfield?
It's Cliff something, right? I forget what his
Cliff
last name
Eidelman.
is. Cliff Eidelman, yeah.
Is that your pen name, Idol?
I wish.
Gene died
Idle Man.
6 weeks
Idle.
before this release.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So the last thing you saw was Final Frontier.
No, he would have gotten to see an early cut of this.
He did see an early cut. I've got a bit of trivia about that.
Yeah, and complained the whole way.
Yep, and he died, so that my rating is solid. Thank you. It killed a man.
I don't know, man. It's got David Warner in it. How upset can you be?
I mean, this movie has Kim Cattrall and Iman in it. I feel that fulfills Gene Roddenberry's dream quotient.
Yeah,
just fine.
he's not wrong.
Yeah, she wasn't in a miniskirt, so...
Christopher Plummer. In fact, like, Idle, how have you not seen frickin' Knives Out? Christopher Plummer's in that. He's amazing.
I know. Again, it's on my list.
There's that Michael Dorn credit. Mary Jo Slater did a great job.
Yeah, cast Christian.
Great cameo. Great cameo.
Isn't it weird that like the most I know Christian Slater from is from Archer, like his cameos in that. I have such a warped relationship with some like movie stars.
That's
Ronald Roos. That sounds like a pseudonym, Ronald Roos.
You have to understand, Christian Slater popping up in this is like if Timothée Chalamet just appeared like on Strange New Worlds. Like at that time.
He had done some dud films. He was in The Wizard, which was a giant Nintendo commercial.
Yeah. Like, he had the Power Glove, right?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, it's so bad. There's Nicholas Meyer. Oh, it does. I love the way it starts, though. Like, what a way to go.
Look at that. Come on.
Yeah.
Coming
All
out
the build
of the
up.
opening orchestration. Yeah. Perfect.
That is a great effect. Sulupi, the only like starship captain who has like a tea stand in front of his captain's chair. What a boss move.
I find it so odd that he got a captaincy, no one else got promoted more than like one step.
Oh, Scotty became captain.
Yeah, Spock's captain too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean their own ship. Like, why are they all together if they're all captains?
Well, Spock because he needs to be with his husband, and Scotty because he can't leave the Enterprise. But everyone else, yeah, it's like, well, I suppose the last ship that fucking Chekhov was on got like taken over by super mutants, so that might have been a mark against his career.
I always imagine that tea table has a helm, portable helm inside of it, so that Sulu can just backseat drive it anytime he wants.
The manual steering column for Insurrection. This looks awesome.
Oh, come on.
It's the only smart one who's holding on to something.
And I did notice, what's his name? He's the main one. He's the carrier for the alien mind parasite in Flashback. I forget what his character's name is, but he was just in the scene. Beltane, that's it. Yeah, I knew it was with a V. Yeah.
Also, this captain's chair is just baller.
Yeah, it looks really comfy. I'm down.
Hey. Back when it was the Great Experiment Excelsior, they all had big lap belts to break it. If they would have kept that, none of this would have happened. They all would have been safe. But no,
they had their little armrests that would go like you would lock in for doing transwarp.
Now they've just got cheap office chairs.
Yep.
Yeah, but he would have impaled himself on his riding crop.
Oh, this is an amazing like punchline coming up. You're like
Brigadier.
And
I just realised I've been muted and I've been talking, and I was wondering why you guys were ignoring me.
Well,
don't say anything. Don't say anything.
We could have gone the entire movie like that way, Bidle, but it's fine. You're here now.
Oh.
An incident.
Do we report this? Fuck's sake, Rand! Come on.
What is that question?
They're not even reading a script. This is just Shatner walking in. And they just happen to be filming.
This is the table read.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Where's my boyfriend?
I wish he had a tiny
See, look at this.
fanfare.
This is the tone. It's all perfect.
His little laptop.
A little attaché case, yeah.
Yeah, how did that work out with Russia, by the way?
Yeah.
Well, that should be the follow-up, right?
We're freeing Andoria for a special military operation.
He got the special envoy trait in timelines just for this scene.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Chernobyl analogy a little bit there.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely Chernobyl. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Joseph Sisko, how you doing?
I mean, there are still the Romulans, the Tholians, and
Yeah.
that never sat with me, that one.
Yeah, McCoy's reaction there is you're like, what? Wait, what? The alien trash? I'm like, what? Excuse you?
What a great face Brock Peters has.
Yeah, he really does.
Oh, foreshadowing on Brock Peters' eyes, dude.
Why do they invite Scotty and McCoy?
Well, because they're volunteering the Enterprise crew.
Oh, I suppose.
Gorkon or Gorkon? Which one is it, Spock?
Me?
Me? Yes, you have your orders. You are not immune to the chain of command.
How dare you barely know me at all?
I mean, this was spectacularly stupid of Spock to do.
They just cut him off completely. See the little tea and coffee stand in the corner.
Like, I don't know what you're so smug about, Bones. You're going to be coming along with me. Shut the fuck up, Spock.
That's the kind of line I would decimate New Trek for. I'd be like, that's the stupidest fucking line in all of Star Trek.
That line's hilarious.
At this point, they're all just sitting in an office. They're not even doing anything. So, like, why wait 3 months? It's so arbitrary.
Yeah, it is that kind of thing of like you're sticking to a date because of reasons. I feel like that's a reused shot from Star Trek 4.
Is it? I was going to say, it looks gorgeous.
Might be.
Nicholas Myers knows how to bring a movie in under budget.
Another new bridge.
Not too radically different. If you want to see more of our bridge reviews, check the Roddenberry archive.
Now, am I incorrect in remembering that this is actually the battle bridge of the D on the pilot?
Maybe. I think.
Or
I mean, they're all redressed enough that you wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, May says that is actually a new shot.
Okay, fair enough. Just reminiscent then.
I kind of do miss this era of like actual. You feel like they're piloting a ship. It's very naval, very little procedural.
I should always bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Defector today, they had the 2-hour time lap when communicating with command. I'm like, I like that old stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're in everyone's in a damn hurry these days.
Well, a lot of people praise things like The Expanse and Battlestar Galactica because it adds that element of like sci-fi realism, and I feel like Trek shouldn't be that, but there is that layer of like, I don't know, it's a, you know, it's a frigate they're piloting. It's some sort of like, you know, it's a galley or whatever. It should feel like a ship.
Nicholas Myers does this perfectly. Like pulling up the grates in Wrath of Khan to load the photon torpedo. Completely unnecessary, but it gives that great feel.
Yeah, it's a bit of pomposity, which you appreciate, yeah.
I love that shot of Scotty where he's so proud and the guy next to him is befuddled. Like, how did this guy do it? What is this? It's a freaking warp core. They're not even using it. It's impulse.
I do appreciate that this actually got picked up on because it doesn't really factor into Star Trek 4. I know it would. They've mentioned that if Kirk had allowed himself to get drawn into Cyborg's illusion, he would have seen David. But I'm glad that they brought this like plot point back.
I like we see a proper log as well.
A
little self-reflection. How can people get past people like me?
Fire extinguisher on the wall. I have never noticed that.
Oh,
it is Kirk's Enterprise.
They're literally everywhere in Star Trek. Once you see them, you'll never not.
Because he has fires in his quarters so often.
I mean, it is Kirk.
Yeah.
They're called dates.
God, she's such a suck up.
Kind of an odd end to that conversation.
I feel like that would be one that maybe would be extended by the director's cut. I'm curious.
I've been looking for this blue drinking cup for decades. It's clearly just a candle holder, but
could you not get someone to 3D print it? I'm sure there's a model out there.
No, that's cheating.
Oh.
So in your next film role, are you just going to be standing there holding it, smiling, and that's just going to be an in joke just for us?
That's right.
Especially yours, Master.
I do love a good mirror shot.
Yeah, the frame composition in this movie is excellent.
And I do love the reprise of his theme from 2.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Not enough car chasers.
Savik, we don't care about her. She's gone.
Mm. Yeah, that's definitely a candle holder.
Oh, that's foul.
Very saddeningly, I've seen people take like Star Trek clips and feeding them into an AI generator and then like adding extra parts to it, and that's just no. Like I've seen like clips of Spock and Uhura on the bridge, like TOS, and they're like laughing with each other, and it's like, no, don't do this.
Yeah, it's
look at that gorgeous ship.
Yep.
I do love the
D7,
the bird of prey depiction. Yeah. Like, why do the Klingons paint their ships? I don't know, because it looks badass.
Yeah.
If any race was going to do it, it would be the Klingons.
Shock and all.
So very tired.
Yeah, I feel like that was explicitly taking aim at this specific movie.
Right, standard
Get that rudder.
Does this ship even have a rudder?
Yeah. It's euphemistic. The digital clock is so 1991.
It's mid-afternoon. It's nearly nap time.
Yeah. He was really hoping he'd say no.
The little fact I love is the digital clock keeps like real time in the scene. It's not skipping around.
That's continuity for you.
I thought I just saw it say 13, but okay.
It's because Sulu's not on the bridge anymore, so they needed clocks.
Did he used to just shout out every minute, like the speaking clock?
Yeah, he would say the time. 5 minutes.
That's definitely the TNG transporter.
The music is
I was going to say
fantastic.
Voyager.
Too early for that.
That's one part of the movie I can't impeach.
Bone cane.
Yeah, there's that big old bone club.
Dip bass.
Come on, kids. Come on. Come on.
I mean, the balls of Star Trek to cast Christopher Warner in 2 films in a row as different characters. David Warner, sorry. Christopher Plummer. But yeah, David Warner.
This movie does a good job of ignoring Star Trek 5.
As do we all.
Got laying on that coal very, very strong. Here is the villain, as you have been informed by the trailer.
This is my...
Also the fucking eye patch.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, watching Hook and then watching this. Big piracy themes.
It's so ridiculous that he has the little Klingon logo on the rivets of the eye patch. It's so unnecessary.
That's called flare stars. You don't have enough of it.
It's called fashion, sweetie. Look it up.
It's called attention to detail you probably wouldn't have been able to see for ages unless you were like right on the front row of the cinema when it came out.
Yeah.
It's so when he headbutts you, there's an imprint of the Klingon logo on your head.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, yeah, this is a bit more racist than I remember.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be racist.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like it's unpleasant, but it's meant to be unpleasant, and like they call it out as unpleasant.
It is the appropriate theming, but it just maybe a little too.
Yeah, but there's a lot of examples of it. All right, listen, Shy, we're going to tell you why this shit is racist and why you need to care about it, okay?
Yeah, listen to Light Man.
Please, I don't see color, so I need you guys to tell me.
I love that that's like lobster or whatever, just colored blue, or is that just like what is that?
Why are they drinking Romulan ale with the Klingons?
Yeah, like they'd be like, why not fucking blood wine? And everyone here is an uncultured swine who doesn't get it, apart from Spock.
I would love like a really just bizarre time travel episode in a future episode of Academy where, you know, they find out that Shakespeare was actually a disguised Klingon that infiltrated Earth and wrote just all of script. I shall try some of your burnt meat.
Yeah, replicated bird meat.
I'm having Space Seed Con flashbacks now where they're testing each other over dinner.
Yeah.
And just like Space Seed, Spock steps in to answer for him.
I mean, that's part of the...
Spock is...
It's a beautiful like analogy for diplomacy. Like, this is what state dinners are. It's this brinkmanship.
Hmm.
And Archer took that personally.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much to get Bones fired up.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong either. It's a case of, like, guess what? Film culture
No,
was doing
Bones
just
is the
fine.
fucking MVP of this.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, Kirk.
Like, why would you rise to that?
Not much time to get there.
Mm.
Boiled Taspa eggs.
Hmm.
I would laugh if he just started singing Rick Astley. They're like, never gonna give you up. No.
Worst hairstyle ever.
Yeah, this
Little
is
rat
made it
tail.
completely bald. Yeah. Like, Kirk, you couldn't have, like, waited to do that until they'd left.
Such a rude host.
No, it's the Discovery Klingons.
Not wrong.
He's always ready for war, like the Discovery Klingons.
I don't know, I saw the way you guys behaved.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you, Spock. I like the Kirk is at least aware enough to know that they balls that up.
Well, he compared him to Hitler, so I think you gotta at least realize
Kirk's feeling despondent. He's mourning over his son. He's about to give up on Starfleet. He's got.
Oh, he's still got his glasses.
Yeah.
How has he got those? Maybe they're a new pair.
That's
They
the beauty
come
of
out
it.
with a Retina
I got him
X6
once,
yet.
and I'll get him again. It pays off.
We didn't serve it, sir. You brought it.
Yeah.
We had specifically advised you not drink it.
Dude, that fucking light is so annoying in this movie.
Why would you have it? Yeah. Like, legitimately, why would you enter into the official ship's log that you drank, like, an illegal substance at an
He's about to
official
retire. He don't
diplomatic
give a
dinner?
fuck.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get Sleepy Shy again.
ITV versus the screen.
Yeah, true.
Once you're a Hollywood actor, you can do these things. You can lay in bed while other people watch a show for you and react. This is just how.
Yeah, shine that light on me. When you're ready, shine the captain's light on me to wake me up.
We'll send Christian Slater around. Get out of there! Ooh, levitating bone cane. How many levitating? No, I can't. I shouldn't influence.
It's not your
No,
place
it's
to
not
do
my
it.
call to make.
You can do it when it's your movie.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
yeah, no, that score.
Mm-hmm.
I love the camera work in this scene too.
Daft Punk are the assassins.
That's the first kind of like questionable CG is the blood, but you know it was 91.
The blood is the worst bit, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
but it's not.
Well, it's zero G is hard to do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Got those vocals going.
Oh, ooh.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, it's a lot of great cinematography in this.
Oh, that doesn't look great. So they make a thing of like blood getting on the boot later on, but how did no blood get on any of the bright white suits? You know?
Yeah.
Dude, that
I
probably
also
took weeks to render those frames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they specifically had him spinning so they could say, look, blood coming out of both sides. Look at our CG. Look how it morphs together.
I do also have to question, why wouldn't you set it to like vaporize?
Mm. Well, you need to leave a body.
Do you?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, they're trying to make a political point
statement. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you've got like people who can say as a witness to the murder, you know, I don't know. Because there's a very real chance that McCoy could have saved his life here.
Mm.
Oh no, all the Pepto-Bismol went everywhere.
I was going to say, it's very, like, fun jelly.
Like, thanks, Spock, you put us in this position.
Mm.
Here it is.
The most obvious patch ever. Yeah.
You don't notice it like in the theater the first time you're watching it though.
Yeah. Which is kind of what's that quote? Yeah, it's like the first time you see it, like that. If you didn't notice it, then it's fine.
It's one of those details that makes the movie so rewatchable because you're like, "There's the Meridian patch."
Yeah. Man, I pity the poor Klingons. You had to clean off all that blood off the walls. Then again, I said that, and it's like the Klingons. Of course they have. Like, do they even care?
No, I was going to
Leave
say,
it there?
They don't clean it. They leave it.
Yeah. Just becomes the paint job.
Although if you kill some Andorians, then kill some Klingons, it's going to be a pretty like disco zone in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gravitational field.
Don't wait for the translation. No, I'm carrying the Chancellor.
So I did always wonder about the fact that Azitba becomes the Chancellor as if it's some kind of like hereditary position.
Yeah, it's
in the book of this movie, they go into a lot more detail. Gorkin had a suspicion he would be assassinated, so he does work beforehand to bring her along and tell the High Council, in case I die, I was assassinated, and she succeeds me.
Okay, that makes sense.
She and Brigadier Kurla are together in the book, and she suspects him of being in on the assassination, so she tells him, hit the road, Jack.
Oh, wow.
Really? That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So they like the novels do great work because they expand on everything that obviously you can't do here.
I do remember reading the Star Trek 4 novelization that puts back in the scenes with like Sulu's great grandfather and stuff like that, which are great.
Yeah, and him learning Vulcan martial arts.
Yeah.
I kind of find it weird that Bones is like, I don't know his anatomy. Like he's not probably he's encountered a few Klingons.
No, that actually. How many have come into his medical bay?
Yeah.
But then he must have.
That's believable.
Yeah, I'm sure he must have studied like.
Would he have studied them?
Well, maybe not. But
he was probably intimidated by the bifurcated Klingonus. It's a family show. I'm not trying to say something.
The Klingon, no, it's
the cleanest.
The cleanest.
I'm just over here trying to appreciate David Warner's performance. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I love the way the blood bubbles up and out of his chest. That's a nice effect.
Good stuff. That pure Klingon blood.
They just need to do the howl. That's what they're missing.
Also, Azabur a kilf. I just want to be on record saying that.
Kilf.
Terrible.
Oh my god. What does it
I
do?
assume
Is
they
it
do
like the lack of hair, or
it's the blue eyeshadow.
yeah?
Now I need to go to my temple at the top of Skyrim. Teach you how to move really fast.
Yeah. But yeah, like in terms of like Bones, with like he didn't even know Vulcan anatomy.
Well,
like
true. I kind of think that Bones is maybe a terrible xenoanthropologist.
I think it's just a case of like back in this century, like I think that knowledge about those like anatomies were kept under wraps because like if you think about it, if you have access to stuff like Klingon genomes or Vulcan genomes, that allows you to create like biogenetic warfare, which
But it's weird considering all the work that Phlox did, to kind of bring all that stuff into Starfleet and then.
Yeah, but I don't think the Klingons will be any part of that.
McCoy eventually writes the book on it, writes the literal book on it in the.
Yeah. No way.
What's even your role here, Chekhov?
He says as a diplomat.
Yes. Look at this guy's.
I do know that they brought. I love that they brought him back from Star Trek 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He hates Kirk.
And I think Star Trek 3 as well. Maybe. They were like, this one particular Klingon ambassador we're going to keep on bringing back, and he hates
Kevin Smith. Hey, Crenham.
Love that. Like, I love the Afrosian makeup. It's so cool.
Well, you're a dumbass.
I mean, I do think that it's a bit of an unrealistic...
Yeah, there he is.
I think I just noticed they're in Paris.
Oh yeah, it would make sense, yeah, because that is where the Starfleet headquarters are.
They could be in Las Vegas at the Paris Hotel. We don't know. This could be the Star Trek
table for this.
The Star Trek convention that year.
It's the Star Trek
Or is that the
experience.
Tokyo Tower?
Yes.
No, that's how you know it's fiction.
I am the law.
Well, that's why the Federation is a utopia, isn't it?
Speaking of Nixon.
Yeah. So where do I throw my wooden shoe to stop AI taking over?
I think you just go and live in a tent in the woods.
Ask chat.
Sabotage.
Sabotage.
His fucking glasses. Madam Chancellor, you're dazzling.
The new...
Oh, that was the reason why they changed the blood year to make it family friendly. I forgot about that.
Ah, Mr. President, let us come on the bridge.
Came in on the bridge.
Ooh, hologram.
Great.
I like they say attack them now, like while the hologram is still in view. Like, buddy. So Klingon.
Chang brooding in his corner.
Yeah. And they're all just like, why are you speaking in English? We're Klingon.
It's a good language transition right there to have Plummer do it.
Oh, Vija, let's go.
It's all about the motion picture with you, isn't it?
Great shot.
Mm-hmm.
So dramatic.
This
Like,
is
of course, this is what Klingon taught us.
This is like when they chanted for Rocky at the end of Rocky 4.
I thought you were going to say that when they started chanting about the Rock in Galaxy Quest. Rack, rack, rack. Hey, Wolf.
Yeah. It's nice that they're filming it.
Silly little, like, cybernetic hand.
I like this transition.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah. And then...
It's UN stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's me most mornings.
Just like in TNG. Shut up, Worf. Sit down.
Okay, but would you not think that like it'd be the greatest twist to have someone who's like a member of the House of Mogan and they're just like an actual twist villain? No one would see it coming. Oh, hang on, this is like really, really funny. Not that.
This is the one.
What?
He loves it. He loves it. The band laughed. He only cares if the band laughed.
That might be my favorite point of the entire movie. A doctor, not a blood specialist. Yeah, you're not wrong. McCoy would just like dive over the stand and just start throttling him.
I like the Klingon lawyers have an examination robe.
Oh, of course they do, yeah. Has DeForest Kelly ever given a bad performance? I kind of be curious.
No.
Yeah. Like, I can't even think of an episode where he's, like, given a phoned-in performance. That's a great quote. Sustained. Hey, Idol, what's your favorite scene?
I know.
Thank you.
Dumbass.
Look at Colonel Wolf wanting to just...
All true.
Yeah, actually true.
I'll be back.
No worries, man. It's fine. Idol is playing the movie in his head. He's seen it so many times.
Thank God. He's been talking so much I can't even hear the movie.
That line! Fantastic line.
That's a spurious question.
Don't wait for the translation!
Well.
Now that's true, but surely the onus of proof would be on you to prove that those are my men. He was really prepared to do a really dramatic moment there. I'm sad they robbed him of that.
Kill.
You just want her to look like disapprovingly down upon you, and just like
yes.
Case closed. You wish to forfeit your case? No. The case rests.
Termination of this court.
Yeah, no, this guy's voice is incredible. Like, I want to hear what this guy sounds like when he's ordering like food at McDonald's. I wish
Sir's eyebrows
for
are so
5 McNuggets. But yeah, no, like Sarek's eyebrows are out of control here. They're very similar to how they were in Sarek in the episode.
Why does he have? Why does he have part of his chin hairs tied with a little bow?
Because he believes in being fancy. He wakes up in the morning, he's like, I got a primp.
How old do you think this guy is?
80.
Don't Klingons live longer than humans too?
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. I forget how old Kang, Kor, and Kolos were in Blood Oath, but they were quite old. The quick cuts. I love it.
We're a Penthe bad.
Oh, he's back.
Back again.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Perfect exposition. 3 lines. You know exactly where he's going.
Yeah. Spock's like, all right, time to save the day. I like this guy on the right who's standing there like he's one of them. This is like, you're an extra, dude.
Wait, Sherlock Holmes was your ancestor?
Well, Arthur Conan Doyle, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do feel like Star Trek should do more like mystery stuff. I feel like it's fun to play around with this. Like I'm thinking of like that's the DS9 Esri episode, Field of Fire. That's a great episode.
That's quite a few, and
Ezra's best episode.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Tacking into the Wind is also a good Esri one.
That's pretty good.
Calm down, Scott.
All right, Scotty, calm the fuck down. But he's not even wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, she's wearing like mail carrier shorts.
Yeah, she is.
It's a regulation cargo skirt, sir.
Well, I mean, this movie doesn't do the greatest by her, I have to say.
Well, their mission was to leave space dock, go to dinner, and come back. So she didn't pack much more than an overnight bag.
Yeah.
And she's been on shift for like 48 hours now at this point.
So she's borrowing someone else's pants? Okay.
Yes.
I like this logical breakdown.
Competency porn.
Vulcan detectives are cool. Oh, I love bisexual lighting.
Yes, welcome to Planet Trans.
Listen, I too aspire to be as unknowable as Repente.
That's pretty much like home 2 days ago.
Yeah, we did actually get our first bit of snow here a little while ago, so...
Oh, it's Empire Strikes
Are we
Back.
going to get, Ira Graves? What's up, Pinky? We're going to get a appearance by the single best card in all of Star Trek timelines in for boss battles.
What, Mark Shepard's dad?
Yes. I love they have to have a little box to sit on.
I like that he's a short Klingon.
He has one tooth.
Yeah.
I'd tell you the stars, but Repente Commandant is out of the meta now.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
There's some unlimited.
That's breaking my heart, that is.
400% damage crew now. No limits on your shots.
I'm sure the character has
playing
matching
again.
that. Yeah. But he died quick.
Wow.
To be fair, that's what I feel like when I try and have a nap in the middle of the day.
In the middle of the desert. No, in the middle. The opposite to a desert.
No,
tundra,
in the middle of the
tundra.
day. Like, you
The
wake
tundra.
up and you're like, you know? It's not a good time.
In an Enterprise episode, they go to Repente, isn't there?
Yes, I believe
Exact same
it's
thing
season
happens.
4.
They get tried, and then they go to Repente. It's the one with J.G. Hertzler in it, isn't it?
They were feeling themselves at that point, yeah. I love that bug-eyed outfit, that makeup. That's great.
Like we get a little bit of aliens, you know?
Mm.
Brian, do you think he did?
Yeah. This is inspiration for Guardians of the Galaxy, really, isn't it?
A little bit.
Look what we got here. The fresh meat.
Yeah.
No shit.
So McCoy has a degree in linguistics.
Yeah, 1 degree. David Bowie's wife.
David Bowie's wife.
David Bowie died 10 years ago. Did you know that, Bowie?
To be fair, like, she isn't, like, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, she has a quality about her that says, like, otherworldly, ethereal alien.
Yeah. And she's not a changeling, she's an elasmorph.
I thought it was Cameloid.
Oh, no, you're right, it is Cameloid, yeah.
Yeah.
Characters look alike to you, Idol. Jeez.
In fact, they can't look alike because they shapeshift. I do love those contacts, though. That's such a great little...
That must be why. Must be why you like Quasi from Section 31.
Quasi's cool.
Find it odd that aliens in prison would be that informed.
Yeah.
Battery flashlight he's using.
Oh wow, we get the kitchen. I forgot about this bit.
Oh, we're having turkey for dinner.
Why are they in the kitchen? Oh, they're searching, aren't they? That's right.
They got to search everything, yeah.
Vaporize them.
Why would a Vulcan be so dramatic?
Because she's evil.
That makes zero sense for
also,
a Vulcan
she really
to behave
hated
that way.
that stock.
Yeah.
She could tell he hadn't added enough salt.
Also, as you know, is like the oldest thing in the book of like, this is bad exposition. Like, Chekhov would know that. He's the weapons officer.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's colorful language.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the rugby uniforms.
And now no one's getting mashed potatoes with dinner.
Yeah.
I like how all the senior crew arrive when a phase has been fired. No one else on the ship.
Yeah.
Just Scotty and Uhura.
No, there were two security.
Also, why are the walls of the kitchen so scuffed? Look at...
Yeah, genuinely.
The one time I've seen him have
because everyone hangs out in the kitchen.
You lied. I exaggerated.
She's smiling too.
Yeah.
What a shitty Vulcan.
Well, I mean, she's a shitty person as well, so...
Okay, that is funny.
Yeah, it's a good cut. And they're like, we had to shine the spotlight down here.
Yep.
Look at these solid alien designs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit buffy, but I'm down with it.
The Testines are nice.
They reused that alien mask for Ivan Ooze in the Power Rangers movie in '96.
Gets set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judo
chop.
chop. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
I love how it glows like embers. That is pretty cool design.
That is a fun effect for like a guy you see for like 30 seconds, really. Relatable.
Like on Napoleon up on the catwalk.
I do like the follow-up line. That's quite good.
And this is all setting up McCoy's best line of the film.
Do you still think we're finished? More than ever.
No, it's the...
What is it with you anyway?
What is it with you anyway?
Yeah, it's a valid question.
30 years later, he finally asks it.
You do have to ask the question: where is she getting like things to smoke in prison? Although I suppose everyone has like a trade
It's
economy.
quite a it's a loose economy here. I think. I don't think the Klingons want to be here either.
They trade cigarettes in prison on Earth, so I'm sure they can get one in the future.
Where's the ramen? That's the real question.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Jim?
Yeah, what was in that joint?
James D. Kirk rolls shittiest blunt known to man. Ask to leave Starfleet.
You were barely involved in this whole process, dude.
Makes you a shitty flagship captain, honestly.
Yeah.
The guy I kicked in the knee.
All right, you drunk, bro? All right, everyone got your safety rock. Marsha. Why is her nail game completely on point too?
Hey, you can make it look out.
I mean, she's a shapeshifter, so
that's true. Actually, yeah.
We decided on bird hair.
Well, she's got like the Mystique look going on a little bit, hasn't she? Slurp.
What? Quite eye roll.
So, do you want to knock first, bro?
You're having hearing problems, mister. Love it.
She was the best.
Martia crawls up next to him too. It's like, what the fuck?
That would be Martia's luck, frankly. We all know he's a stud.
Yeah, but Sulu wouldn't be interested.
Oh my. Well, I mean,
how would you know what he wants?
Yeah, that's true.
How do you know what I want?
Exactly.
He's wearing so much makeup there.
That is so.
That is so blatantly that. Yeah, it's really obviously. Yeah.
And his fingernails are dirty.
You guys have like dots to clean everything up.
Don't worry about that.
They can suspend those for a crime scene, I would imagine.
Yeah.
We have all the evidence here. No.
The dog just like takes it away.
I love this.
Yeah, it
music
feels like
montage
it
too.
feels like a naval ship. Like they have the washing room, they have the kitchen. I kind of love that shit.
And Nicholas Meyer does it right.
Yeah. This guy.
He's so
I'm
intense.
finding pennies. I got 4 bottle caps and an ancient musket.
Again, the most dramatic option.
Dax.
And another fire extinguisher.
Yeah, the fire extinguisher did it.
Let me play the song of my people. And this is how they made
Here's
the
your
Urukai.
like Star Wars helmet. Yeah. I'd say Martia looks like she belongs in Planet of the Apes right here.
Yeah, a little bit.
From chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
Kirk really doesn't do a lot in this film, does he? It's just mostly reaction shots.
Yeah. His voice.
Bleep blurp.
Well. Also, bro, you don't get cold. You don't do you not have like specially made boots? Like I have slippers right now. I'm wearing slippers right now. I'm cold.
Ah, well, you know, the blood flow of different species works in weird ways. Lasers.
She could be Mystique, Trek, and X-Men have crossover at least twice. You're not wrong. The timeline tips. Listen, I can only give you timelines tips from when I know I was playing, alright? Also, Overtired, I hate to point out, this movie does a good job of giving everyone something to do. Yeah, the problem is that Chekhov's thing to do is to be a joke, so I don't know. That does annoy me a bit. Like, it's not exactly like he was a character overflowing with pathos, but...
That's the Jumanji morph.
Yeah, it is!
Kirk is like...
I mean, this is one of the first uses.
Yeah.
This is early.
It is. The effects are quite good. Outside of the waitlist stuff, but...
Yeah, actually, it looks kind of nicer than I was remembering.
Now you're really in trouble, Jim.
See, this is where the contact lenses are a great idea because you can track who she is from shape to shape.
Is it consistent? I didn't see
also
it with
the dubbing, but yes.
Yeah, all the
and then
creatures
this.
have gold until Kirk.
Nicholas just saved some money right there.
You say that, but my wife would still be confused about who she is.
I want McCoy to look around and be like, who's playing the damn piano?
That's why I was so mad at the Discovery finale that they used that terrible morphing effect still. They learned nothing from Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, that's why I hated the finale.
It wasn't that bad of a finale.
It's cold outside.
No kind of atmosphere.
Location.
Yeah.
They just shoot on location. Amazing. I'd have to imagine Iceland. No, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe the rocks in the winter.
Colorado.
Yeah.
No, that's a glacier. Maybe they're in Glacier National Park or something.
Yeah, but there's no way.
Maybe that
there's
makes
no
sense.
way William Shatner's there or DeForest Kelly. This is from randos.
That's in Florida.
It's frozen land in Disney. And they're like, listen, we went to Greenland or Iceland or whatever to film this. You're going to watch our slow sweeping shots.
Yeah. This took over half the budget of the film.
Would this have been a helicopter shot, or did they use drones in '91?
No, it was helicopter.
No,
No
helicopter.
way would they have not. They would
There's
not
no
have had drones at this time.
Let the clutch out. What?
So this is the point at which you give Uhura a heads up so she can start preparing a response for how to talk her way through the Klingon checkpoint. Right?
Yeah, it's good studio magic, though.
Come on.
Blitz.
Get to the
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be a short movie if they weren't bones.
Gun it.
We am thy freighter.
He's drinking Storian brandy.
Borska.
Дуже Крин. Дожвец.
They had the. I think that's ADR line, isn't it?
Yeah.
So remember in Strange New Worlds when Uhura could speak 200 languages?
Yeah.
Well, I always found this scene to be a bit egregious, frankly.
Her brain gets erased by Nomad.
Oh, that is true. Yes, that is true. Yeah. There it is.
God. Fake fans. Fake fans.
Yeah, and then they re-educate the black person on the ship. That was my favorite part of that episode.
Well, it's also a case of like, okay, so she gets the mind wiped by Nomad, and she decides not to relearn Klingon at a time when it'd be really advantageous to know it. Condemning food.
It is stupid. Nichelle Nichols was offended by it too. So
yeah, no, I'm right there with her. I completely understand.
I choose to look at it that she's so smart. She learned everything in like a week.
Well, 5 minutes, in fact. Is this lady just like, laugh, laugh?
Nichelle did not have to work hard to look that annoyed.
No.
Alright, now we just have to gather around the flare and sing Kumbaya.
There's some shoddy rotoscoping right there.
Row your boat.
You don't know? Row your boat.
Got any marshmallows?
apparently it's not warm enough to melt the snow, but
apparently.
Effort?
Great effort. Does it matter? Like, would it bother you if I was a blob?
Depends on the blob.
Oh, his eyes are gold here.
Yeah, they are. Why does Bones lean in like an idiot? I don't get that bit.
Kirk's just like, fuck's sake, not again.
Yeah.
I'm Captain Kirk.
They really should have brought
Captain
back.
Kirk.
They're letting Shatner go full Shatner here.
Yeah, that was the most Shatnery I can think of, really.
He's shatning everywhere.
So dumb.
Dumb like a fox.
Yeah, it is a pretty silly scene. Oh, here's the art.
Yep.
Why are you pointing so high up?
Yeah, they got the marks wrong on that. That always bothered me.
Yeah.
Since you're all going to die anyway,
There it
why
is.
not tell you?
Yes, Mr. Bond.
Yeah, a little bit. Would that have been the first son of a bitch in the entirety of Trek?
Nah. It's cold.
Such a baby.
I forgot how much of a comedy this is. Oh, he's got Sulu's teaware.
Yep. Oh, is this just the Enterprise D conference room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is, yeah. Very heavily redressed.
Yeah. That wasn't a very clever place to put that, was it?
This is where I keep my whiskey.
They blow that room up in a little bit with a torpedo
Yeah.
shot anyway.
To know him was to love him.
Yeah. We got so much mileage out of the Klingon Bird of Prey bridge.
Mm-hmm. It's a good bridge.
It is a classic, to be fair.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, no, that theme is absolutely classic.
Banger.
Look at this camera movement. Look at this walk and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, down the Enterprise D corridors.
Previously on the West Wing.
I would kill for a Star Trek West Wing show. That would be so good.
That's what
that's what
Beckham
Starfleet
wanted
Academy
to do.
should have been.
Yeah.
Now that is a really inefficient way to kill two people. Like, really? Just dumping them in the middle of the hallway?
Gotta dump them somewhere.
Sounds like fantasy running back names from the 2000s.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sam Congato. Your quarters, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Xbox says it's possible.
Oh, that's
Oh, dude, there's a what the dumb.
Yeah.
So much cabbage. Wow.
Gotta feed a lot of people.
Well, they have no more mashed potatoes.
No more taters, precious.
Oh, look, they're setting the table. That's gonna go everywhere in combat. These two guys are just there to set the table. That's their entire job on the entire
But
ship.
they're special little blue uniforms, yeah.
Uncommissioned.
And that's the Enterprise D sick bay.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it's a good ship.
It is. You're not wrong.
These lights are
Oh no, the new character who's only been in this movie. Is this like the angriest you ever see, Spock?
Mm.
Yeah, it's great.
We're about to see it. In a second.
If he slaps the... Yeah, that's...
No, when Spock beat the crap out of Khan in
Look, now
Star
that's
Trek
proper anger.
12,
No,
that was
no.
anger.
That didn't happen. I
did. I watched it. That's my favorite Star Trek movie.
Yeah, that was a hallucination.
I believe it's called Star Trek Khan the Musical.
I do love the twisted logic of Klingons can't be trusted while they're midway through a conspiracy that involves Klingons. Yes, you did.
My comrades.
Yeah. All right, Scotty, break out Sledgehammer. We're going to take it to the knees.
One Peter Gabriel album coming up.
This is low-key like the most vicious scene in Star Trek.
Yeah, it gets unpleasant.
It's not great.
I know it's kind of meant to be not great.
It's
it's done really well. It's
But-
a 24 torture scene.
Yeah.
I think it's more akin to rape than torture, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Like that.
Like
doing it
McCoy
in
doesn't
public,
even
too.
object. Like there's a little bit of like
The subtle heartbeat noise underneath.
Working together to remain enemies. Yeah, that's true.
it's pretty much World War One, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Shatner just like, this is great, I should play everyone. I think Kim Cattrall is absolutely nailing this scene, though.
Yeah, yeah, she's great here. Like, I wonder if Kirstie Alley could have pulled this sort of performance out.
I mean, maybe.
I've always been a Robin Curtis fan, but
I mean, it just would have hit harder if it was Savick here, obviously. But
I think that's what it was written for, and they just didn't change it.
Yeah.
I don't think I wouldn't have been happy if this had
for
been
Spock
Savick.
to go this.
Yeah,
for Spock to go this far, I think is because he would have been betrayed by someone. But this
Cattrall's like nailing it. Yeah.
And technically, he and Savick hooked up. So.
Yeah, that would have cut even
yeah,
harder.
when he was like 6 or something.
Wow.
And Nichols' reaction shot to that is great too.
I've been dead before. That's actually a badass line.
Yeah, no, you
That is
don't
a
get to
great
say
line.
that unless you've had a really interesting life.
Still good.
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Hello, father.
Here
Here I am at Kakamata.
Kitama.
That's got to be in the Undiscovered Country musical.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Good thing she's got transwarp drive.
It's the alpha quadrants.
So he's shaved. He put on a fresh uniform.
I mean, I would. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I want to feel like a human being. Probably had a shower too.
Oh, Spock's got his old dead
Spock's
robes.
in his pajamas.
Yeah. His resuscitation robes.
Star Trek 4 reference.
Yeah.
And I've been dead before. Yeah. Callback.
Yeah, it would have been your fault. Yeah, we still got time. Don't worry. A Vulcan 6, but a human 10. Yeah, you're not wrong. Chekhov doesn't get much to do that elevates him, but at least he's not brainwashed the whole movie and exiting the film staring at a woman's ass. You're not wrong.
See, that's Frank's rating. It's a Vulcan 6, but that's a human 10. So.
I like this dialogue.
Whatever.
It is great dialogue.
They're trying to out maudlin each other.
Yeah, I love it. That's so dramatic.
I mean, Plummer says it. Let's sit upon the earth and tell sad tales of kings.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher. I just pointed out now.
Fire extinguisher. Watch.
But I want to crucify myself. It's fun.
Yes, I've done it once. I want to do it again.
You know what? Everybody is American. Yeah.
Yeah, I find that remark
I'm thinking
insulting.
that Azat
All
Burr
right.
was a bit right there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, it's the Power Rangers
No,
hideout.
that's the whole point. Yeah.
Oh my god, it is, yeah.
Zordon's in the tube at the top of the building.
Listen,
Let's
get
go,
me
Tommy.
5 Starfleet officers with attitude.
Those fucking transition glasses.
Yeah.
They're so good.
He's a man of
So I think
taste.
he's meant to be blind. Is the
Oh.
Oh, here comes good music.
No, it means he's Mirror Universe president of the Federation. His eyes can't handle the light.
Yeah, this is probably like the highlight of the movie to me.
Mm-hmm. Target that explosion and fire.
He does space battles well. Nicholas Myers.
He understands the importance of a countdown too, here and on Star Trek 2. And I love that shot too.
That's very good, actually. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, couldn't you just hang in warp like a split second longer and?
Well, I think
get there
they've
faster?
established that being warp power within the solar system is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, but
yeah,
Nah, they get
then they go against that every other episode. So
Well, yeah, but otherwise you don't get the cool countdown and space battle.
I mean, Sulu does it. He comes in hot.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's a badass. Everyone on the ship must know we're in the middle of a dramatic countdown.
I love these engineering suits so much.
Yeah. That guy is really going through it.
First I wake up and I spill my coffee.
She doesn't.
Now
She
this.
does. She doesn't even notice him. He looks at her. She doesn't even notice him. Nanny boo boo.
such a diabolical line. I love it. Way more brightly lit Klingon bridge than I'm used to.
Yep, didn't see that coming.
I also like how Nicholas Meyer has no respect for shields. He does not bother showing shield impacts ever.
I think the shields are up.
They're meant to be.
Yeah.
They're meant to be, but you don't
but it's
see
some
a shield
blow-through.
impact. Yeah.
Well, TOS shields aren't the oval.
Maybe. I'm trying to think of the external ship effects you see now. I guess maybe not.
The one good thing I will say about Nemesis is the ship battle, and that is pretty awesome. And especially when they're doing the lateral phaser fire to try and find the.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
There's
good points in Nemesis.
And see where the torpedoes are coming from.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine if you even get a phaser lock, then it's already moved.
Space is big.
Yeah.
Shifty eyes. Why don't they just arrest the guy with the shifty eyes? Come on.
How much would you pay for that briefcase, Shy?
Why do you think I don't have it?
It's got the entire conference
room
in
you
his
are
garage.
Sweating.
See, they probably
patched here.
They need a fire extinguisher now.
Yeah, it's true.
It's all coming together.
He made fun of him.
Is Chang the most aura farmy Star Trek villain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plumber or not, I hate the quoting Shakespeare while you're firing torpedoes. It's so cheesy.
I love it. Yeah, sorry, that's purely a matter of taste.
Now that's Shakespeare.
Here's the problem with this bit. Sulu says the Excelsior has been
they
mapping gaseous anomalies.
Because Shatner couldn't bear to have the ego of not taking the hit. Taking the shot, rather. Get out of here, Odo.
Yeah, this is not the director's cut. We haven't seen any Rene, sadly. So it's the regular.
No,
film.
Colonel West.
That's
yeah.
fine. I mean, that fat needed to be trimmed. It's fine.
Oh, so yeah, shields are up.
Yeah, apparently shields are up, but you wouldn't know it.
Through.
I don't know, man. It looks like every single impact is gone. I
don't know why I love this so much. It just coming into frame.
Such a gorgeous ship.
It really is. Not a scratch on her. Yeah.
Fire extinguisher.
Now I know where. Now I know where Amanda got it from.
Oh yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, I love it.
What?
Oh, it's a reference. It's completely a reference.
And goodbye, officers. Mess.
Yeah, that's where all the
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good hit. I also love how the Federation president's speech here makes no fucking sense if you listen to the lines together.
Play. Lock and load, Jim. Fucking love it. This is great. I love this.
That's pure drama right there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And just the close-up shot of his eyes. Brilliant.
And I love the torpedo just going whoop, 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 whoop.
Kaboom.
And like it goes slightly out of shot at the end, out of focus at the end. There is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll get that explosion and fire.
So good.
So good they reused
so good
this
they
a
used
bunch.
it. Yeah.
Never seen that before. Amazing.
Now that's a starship, but it's not. That's a star. That's a Shakespeare.
So is that Renee in the makeup right there, or
I
is
don't
it
think-
somebody else?
Is it?
I think it is.
Well, doesn't look like him.
I mean, it's almost like he's wearing Klingon makeup.
Well, true.
There's a great Adam Savage video on YouTube where they have the exploding model of that bird of prey.
Oh, wow. I need to watch some of those. They look quite good.
Oh, there's his art.
Yeah. Man, Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, MVP.
And his gun
Take the
happens to
whole door
land right
down.
next to him.
Now that's a Shakespeare.
Ding.
On some kind of Star Trek.
Leak? Not detecting any leak.
You can make it up to me later.
What is it with you anyway?
What is it? So hot, yo. I love that. The Thermian clapping.
I love the Romulan. Oh, don't we get some weird insect people clapping as well? Or weird?
Cindy, do we?
They look like Statue of Liberties.
Statue Liberty.
Statue's
so
Liberty.
Egregious.
Statue's Liberty.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
one-armed
shot the episode.
Klingon is not clapping.
Shot the movie
He's just
there.
standing there. Jerk.
Well, what's the sound of it?
Oh, God.
Wasn't there an episode about that?
No Christian Slater.
Mm. Now go retire so I can have my show.
Christian Slater's scrubbing plasma conduits at this point.
Off she goes.
It looks so unwieldy next to the A.
That's what she said. So
Listen,
sorry.
it's not the size, mate. It's how you use it.
What are you doing, Cat?
Really? You still got hull breaches, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry. Scotty's already fixed it with that mashed potato. You are kind of human.
I love that he wrote these lines for himself.
Come on, kitty.
Okay, but that's not really a heading, but that's fine.
Sure.
Poetic license.
You're right or stage right?
Whatever feels right.
Wow, bridge is pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from
I
that,
like that they left
ruined
Sulu's
chair.
That one chair.
Yeah, Sulu's
Person
chair
who
is
sat there is
empty.
dead.
And by shortly, I mean 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Who's steering the ship?
Not
It's
that
on
star.
autopilot. It's fine. It's only a model.
And
They're fully engulfed in the corona.
There we go.
It is.
Sasquatch squashes?
No.
Who has the nicest? Who has the nicest signature?
It might be in the shell.
The correct answer is DeForest Kelly.
Koenig.
It's at Alter.
Ooh, that's really nice there, actually.
Doohan's is very good. Doohan's very good.
That's just graffiti.
Oh no, that's
the
fucking
Disney font.
That's Disney font. Yes.
Yeah, that's Disney. What's his Disney?
What the fuck?
I
Oh,
do
you
love
know.
Leonard's flourish on the N, L in the N.
Yeah.
And you've got the Walt Disney W for William Shatner there. Okay, alright. I'll allow it.
There we go. Right, get off my cat.
All right.
All right, now we review this thing.
All right. See you guys on the weekend.
Sorry.
I forgot that Janice doesn't even get a name credit. She's just Excelsior Communications Officer.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. She is the most passive-aggressive first officer in all of Starfleet.
Let me do a couple of things here.
I never brought the Captain T.
Nope, wrong one. Yes. Dosh. There we go. I'm going to forego the usual intro and I'm going to edit in later because I realised I hadn't set up the proper titles for it. One thing.
Can we take a little break here?
I'm forgetting something. Do you want a break?
First
have a break.
Yeah, I do.
Done in about a year.
Give a
little break wouldn't be. I'm alright with that.
A small breakette. Whilst we talk about
an intermission.
An intermission. Yeah, we need an intermission. It's the thing when we do the films. It's always a longer affair, and then we'll go into the episode. The movie. And now you rest. I've eaten quite a lot of sweets, so I'm going to be sugary.
What's your sugar rating?
Oh yeah, got to get the Schiller rating up, haven't we? I'm curious to what he's going to pick. Is that a cat thing? I just had the cat on my lap. Was
yeah,
trying to like go. I want to be involved. Like no. Oh, I should probably do my gauntlet. Let me do that.
Who plays Star Trek Timelines?
I know.
What the hell?
What a noob.
Jeez.
So Frank, what's going to be your next draft pick? Star Trek review.
Oh.
I think do I want to say? Do we do These Are the Voyages? Because
I did watch it recently.
I'm feeling because in the aforementioned crap mobile game Star Trek Timelines, we are upon the 10th anniversary currently at the time of this filming, where we are introducing yet another fake COP founder, this time Kirk, and so
I like how they've just introduced
that mood.
I like how they've introduced the second Borg collection because one was not enough. They've added a second one.
Yeah. Well, no, this one's weird. This one's a collection especially for this mega event. It's only for the crew in this mega event, and that's it. They happen to all be Borg, so these are going to be dual collection Borg. But this collection will give you the number one crew in the game in There Are Four Lights Picard,
which also makes sense.
And
yeah, and just volunteered for the next Timelines talks because the rest of us don't care anymore. So it's going to be you and Idle.
Pretty much.
that show's still on the air. What?
We never got cancelled.
It's like Dick Clark's rockin' New Year's Eve party. It comes out once a year.
Somebody does it for him.
I'll be there when I'm 90. I'll just be shriveled up in the corner of a screen. Some other people going, "Wow, this timeline's 3 or whatever they're up to now." Oh, there is a new
animated idol.
Yeah.
God forbid. I hope they all get fired and the game gets canceled very soon.
It's funny because there's another dev now, isn't there? No, is it Hello? No, not Hello Games.
Astro Cat.
Astro Cat is the new one. So that's
it's actually the same. It's the same as HG. It's the same people.
Right.
They had to file a new name because they
tax reasons.
Filed as a new business entity. They filed as a new business entity in the United Arab Emirates, and so they had to have a new incorporated name.
Yeah, that sounds very on track.
I'm shocked. I am shocked that the game's still going.
10 years. Aren't they doing another collection soon, which is like every crew from 2016?
They're doing the first year all crew collection, yes.
That's wild. And a new fleet boss battle, which is the Enterprise E. Why the E? Why not the D? The E's great, but surely... No.
Wait, you're supposed to blow up the E?
No, you draw... You know when you originally did it and you had to build the bridge crew and you get all the rewards up to level 30?
Oh.
You build the Enterprise E crew. Not the D. And that's why I showed... Because I said...
What are you blowing up?
Ball Cube.
Oh.
Yeah.
With smaller board cubes. It'll be a really big board cube, and then you're going to command like a little one, and it'll make perfect sense.
I sent Frank. You'll like this. I sent Otto the pic of Riker from that artwork, which is fucking.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's not even Jonathan Frakes. I don't know what they've done. I don't know how they've done.
I feel bad about making fun of the bad artist because obviously the bad artist got sacked, and they've replaced him with a
one.
Much worse.
Do they still have what's his name, Mike, whatever, the good one?
Mike Gardner. Yeah, Mike Gardner occasionally does stuff. Yeah,
there is some good,
but not enough.
Clearly not the stuff that makes the money. I don't know how they make money.
If I talk about it enough and I hype it up enough, we can bring Otto back.
You don't know how they make money? You're talking to him, Michael.
We can bring Big back, and then we can bring No Name Namer back. We can bring everybody back, I think.
Frank, are you still playing the game?
And you're first that's coming back because you've got Hollywood money now. I need you to go on the web store.
I never left.
Stuff.
I still very casually play the game. I never left.
Fantastic.
Because I'm not weak.
Did you have to pause filming and go, sorry, no, I need to I need to send my shuttles off? Sorry, Hugh. I just need to. I need to do my gauntlet picks. Can you?
Yeah, he wanted to. He could only film Monday through Thursday, and then when the event started, he's like, "Hold on, Hugh. I gotta."
I'm tickled by that.
Actually, Hugh, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm playing this game on my phone. It's called Star Trek Timelines. You should really get into it. It's really fun.
Meanwhile, he's there with Clash of Clans, probably.
Dude, his phone would look like a Tic Tac in Jackman's palm. He's so big.
Oh, now you broke it.
Hmm? Stars is still vomiting some of the bad Shakespeare dialogue.
I have a vomiting piece of trivia in this. But yes, hello.
Of course you do.
That's a great note to come back to.
Isn't it excellent? Okay. Welcome everyone to Star Trek, Trek, your ongoing journey through the annals of Star Trek. And we are hitting movie territory now with the one and only Shia porn star of Song Sung Blue and many other amazing things. Sorry, we are going to plug you at every opportunity here. And, you know, yeah. Anyway, we have just watched your draft pick, The Undiscovered Country. Tell us, Shai, why did you pick this film to go on your pick of draft? So, for those that don't know, we had a draft where we all picked an episode in order, and this has gone on a list of next things to watch. And you picked The Undiscovered Country. Tell us what about it sort of made you pick it as part of your sort of like 10 picks in Star Trek.
Well, I'll repeat a lot of what I said at the head of the watch through that we just did. I was picking number 2. Stars picked number one, and if he of course chose the all-time classic Wrath of Khan. But I chose its natural bookend, Undiscovered Country, also by Nicholas Meyer. I feel these movies balance each other perfectly. Wrath of Khan is a very intimate, up-close submarine battle story, and this is a wide-ranging galactic adventure, planet hopping from venue to venue. It's a great chase and a mystery to me. And I love the Cold War parallels, ranging from the Adlai Stevenson quote of "Don't wait for the translation" back in the Cuban Missile Crisis, up to the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Yeah, it's just great. And just watching it through again, great sets, great character designs, beautiful cinematography, just like quietly beautiful cinematography. Sometimes you just, it's like they all say, like, good effects are when you don't notice them, right? Like good cinematography, you don't necessarily always notice how good it is. Yeah, I just love how the characters relate. They did a great job of compensating for not being able to have Savick in this movie. Kim Cattrall brings it. She does it perfectly, even though she's obviously going to be the villain at some point. She still sells it. You're still with them on it. Yeah, I love this movie. I watched this, and as I said, opening with Sulu in command is just chef's kiss. That whole sequence, the Praxis explosion, is just gorgeous and perfect on-set action.
How happy would you be if Star Trek Continue somehow came back and they said we're now going to do a movie era, and they said, hey, sure, come back as Sulu, and you had to get to wear the monster maroons.
I talk about this all the time, that I was in preliminary pre-production.
Wow.
I was pulling together
too, because don't you have the teacup?
I have a similar teacup. I had an Excelsior. I have an Excelsior model. I did a bunch of test shots of it against a green screen, and I even like lit it so that they look like there were lights coming out of where there's supposed to be lights. Wow. It was working pretty well. I was all down for doing a Sulu series, but the bottom fell out of Fan Filmdom.
Thank you.
Thanks to someone.
Yeah.
Thanks, Axnar.
Yeah.
Now that your IMDb is fleshed out with certain recent credits, I'm sure they'd be glad to have you back.
Yes.
You never know. You never know.
He's got the Ellisons in his back pocket now.
Well, as someone used to like to say, I always like to think that there are possibilities.
Okay, this film was directed by the legendary Nicholas Meyer, who you know from Wrath of Khan and illustrious film credits. Also, the Khan audiobooks podcast series that is out now as well. He was primarily responsible for bringing that up to our attention. Story was by Leonard Nimoy, which actually I didn't know that coming to the film. I didn't realise he was one of the principal writers. But also co-penned as well with Lawrence Connor and Mark Rosenthal, who were writing partners. They did a lot of things together, including the 2001 Planet of the Apes, Mighty Joe Young, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. So, this is a range of things. Also, very interestingly, and starring a couple of Trek alums, they also co-wrote The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which starred Alice Kriege and a young Ethan Peck, who, as we know, now stars as Spock. I thought that was quite a nice little note, so yeah. That's a fun one. Guys,
so
go on. Yes, go.
Spock has a line in the movie that caught my attention. What is now required is a feat of linguistic legerdemain and a degree of intrepidity before the captain and Dr. McCoy freeze to death. And I thought, God, who would write something like that? And I also thought, but that actually sounds so Spock. Like, that is so... And then I thought, oh, right, Nimoy wrote it. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, that line in particular is so Spock. And, of course, Nimoy would pen it, so...
I mean, the advantage is that, like, Nimoy is one of those people who... You have, like, two kinds of actor when it comes to their character and their relationship with that character, right? You have the Leonard Nimoys of the world who can... You give them the script and they write it and it's like, yes, that is exactly Spock. You give them input on stuff like the Vulcan Salute and you put them in a room with Mark Leonard and you get the formations of Vulcan culture. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have William Shatner directing Final Frontier as like a pure look into his like his psyche and his ego, or Patrick Stewart in season 2 of Picard, and stuff like the Argo Jeep, and it's like there's a wide spectrum in terms of Trek actors and how well they understand their own characters. But no, Nimoy definitely sits on the good end of that spectrum.
He's on the pinnacle of like there are other characters that many people have played, on the stage. Everyone has their Hamlets, everyone has their Macbeths. But in movies, there's different Bonds. In TV, there's different Doctors from Doctor Who. But just no one is going to touch. No one with any, sanity thinks anyone did it better than Leonard Nimoy, right? You could have a different favorite Doctor. You could have a different favorite Bond. No sane person thinks anyone did Spock better than Leonard Nimoy.
I'm going to say, just partly to be
Go on.
controversial, but partly because I believe it. I will say the only person who I think did Vulcan perhaps better or at least equal is Tim Russ. And that is not, he's not doing Spock, he's just doing a Vulcan and a full Vulcan at that. But I think in terms of who comes close to Vulcans across 1,000 episodes in all the movies is just kind of those two stand alone in my mind. So,
Mr. Vulcan,
well, because he's doing pure Vulcan, right? He is doing literal Mr. Vulcan. He's pure Vulcan. Spock is embodying that human Vulcan conflict inside. So.
Okay, a few fun things about this film. Obviously, we've just finished watching it.
I was going to prompt you. I know you have pages of.
Oh god, we got so much on this film. I've kind of, I dug through Memory Alpha and I thought, well, I'm not going to pull out every single bit of like production knowledge, but I'll pull out the first ones. Here's a fun part. So the dinner scene. Actually, no. Well, before I come to that, actually, I'm going to go on to what was originally planned to happen in the prologue. So originally, a prologue was planned for this film, which was established that before they got the call to reassemble, they were actually in lots of different places. Kirk was in a revitalized relationship with Carol Marcus. Seems quite nice. McCoy was making a nuisance of himself by showing up drunk at medical celebrity events, as he despises the hypocrisy of it all. Which, okay, fine. Spock's status was classified. That makes sense. Uhura had become a radio show hostess. Yep.
Really?
Okay. Yep. Scotty was working as an engineering professor. Okay, makes sense.
This can't be real.
Yeah.
This is on Memory Alpha. Chekhov was competing as a not altogether successful chess grandmaster, losing to Betazoids. Which was an attempt to tie it into the Next Generation. And
these are bits we would come up with.
And Sulu was working as a taxi driver on some backwater alien colony.
Oh, fuck off.
This is originally like early plans.
Some of those completely on point. Some of those feel like they really hated the actor and didn't want them to have anything. Like Christ.
Yeah. So imagine
Why would
that.
you ever?
That's pretty cool. Okay, another fun fact before I hand it over to the Frankenstein, how you get your thoughts on it. So the blue food at the dinner table, we were all sitting there going, is that lobster? Is that, what is that? Some sort of weird seafood. Apparently it was so disgusting that the actors had to be bribed to eat it. Each actor was offered $20 for every bite. Shatner did it.
Ooh.
And won $240 before throwing up.
What the hell? How hard is it to just?
What was it? Do they list the food? Or?
According to Leonard Nimoy, it was chunks of squid treated with blue food coloring, which you got to imagine is going to be sat out there for a while. Reportedly,
Homo sapiens club indeed.
No good. Because I like a bit of squid and calamari and stuff like that.
If it's been sitting out while you're acting, because you got to say it's probably going to be there for a while. Reportedly, Shatner was the only member of the cast to swallow any of it. And the first time Shat ate the coloured squid, he turned and looked right at Nick Mayer and said, "Where's my 20?"
Well, that's a true story.
Yeah,
I mean that's a terrible. Food department, terrible.
Yeah, that's not good.
And we saw the kitchen in the Enterprise on this episode, so it doesn't surprise me. Frankenstars. Let's start with you, Frank. How did you feel about this film? Because Frank, you had a bit more of a controversial take when we were talking about our pre-rating. You were definitely as one of the most emotional moments of your life, down to a 6 out of 10. So,
and this will sound so confusing. I do love this movie, obviously for the emotional connection. There's like 60% of it that's just damn outstanding. But then there's so much of it that's like, oh boy, you missed the mark big time when you look at everything from a bigger picture. To me, that it's hard for me to let go of, and I've seen it so many times that now when I watch it, I fixate on something and I make it fun. Like this time, it was fire extinguishers, and I'll try and see, oh well, whose uniform is changing or who's got the like. And Shai said it. The cinematography was just mwah. It was so gorgeous. The set design was beautiful. The lighting was beautiful. Just the decor and the attention to detail on the Klingon uniforms was crazy good. And all of this stuff that gets lost in the nuance of, oh, well, they're going to eat blue squid now. And, and I think Next Generation suffered from this because the show was basically over. All your good writers had gone to Deep Space Nine, and then there were rumblings in the tumbly of, oh, now we're going to create Voyager. So there's just big shakeups everywhere, and they say, oh yeah, hey, we've still got a season of TV to write and a movie, and everybody's just stretched into different locations. I think this kind of suffered, and you can tell from the preamble that you just gave of, Uhura's out here saying, hey, all of today's best hits and tomorrow's on K-Star 107. No, none of that makes sense. So I think I don't like how the end of the TOS crew, for us as people who love them, the story, loved the journey, loved all of it, is a bridge that just got blown up in the entire movie. There's all these extras standing at attention in the background the entire time. But now, hey, everybody fuck off. We're not going to be on stage. It's just our principals and the one blown up chair and the stuff that was hanging from the ceiling, not there anymore. And we're going to fly to the second star to the right and straight on till morning from Peter Pan. Like, all these people are old and tired. They just had a long day. They probably want to go to bed. So they're not even going to be on the bridge while the ship's going. And then they're going to wake up and go, okay, now we have to travel a whole day back to, like, that's silly. And they just stand there and they all come together to watch a view screen very sweetly. Why? Like that takes me out of it. That's kind of silly. There are a lot of little things like that I have problems with. Not the overall story, although at the very end, oh no, we have to go save this conference. Kirk shows up and clotheslines the Federation president like he's on the wrestling game with your Star Trek characters, knocks him down, introduces himself very politely, and then just tells the Klingon chancellor, hey, it wasn't me. And she looks over at Valeris and she's like, oh, well, it must be this one. Okay, we're good. I'm going to clap for you now while everybody else claps. What? No, they should be arrested for showing up, beaming in with weapons. Like, there should be a whole lot more going on. Anyway, I liked it. I enjoy it, but I do not rate it. And you're not going to know the order that I rate them in, but I'll say this. Insurrection is a better movie.
Ooh.
Yes, it is.
Ooh. All right. Falls over to you, Otto.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're just going to let that float out there.
Okay, go. Rebuttal.
By the way, I
Shai.
thought no one could ramble nonsense quite like Idol, but Frank, you're coming close, so I got to give you props on that. But go ahead. Since this is Shai's pick, I'll let him rebut.
I don't even need to rebut that. That statement in of itself is 2 + 2 = 3. Please continue.
Welcome to Pros and Cons, everyone. Yeah, go on.
All right, I'm going to say, because I do have a handful, let's say, of nitpicks with this movie. You didn't particularly like the end, Frank. I didn't particularly like the beginning. I'm not a huge fan of realpolitik in my Star Trek. I like the utopia, let's all be better. And to see a bunch of talking heads sit around using racist terms like alien trash and animals to describe another species that they're ostensibly trying to establish diplomatic relations with, it doesn't sit right with me. I want my heroes to be heroic, and I will say, I think Kirk walks it back in the next scene where he says, I should be better, or something along those lines. And he does kind of come to the realization later on, which I guess I'll transition there. It felt like William Shatner for the first half, which I didn't particularly enjoy, especially when he was cracking wise. But there's the moment when they're in the Repente about 60% of the way through, and I think I could delineate specifically where the switch happened. He says, some people are afraid of what might happen. I was terrified. McCoy asks him, what terrified you specifically? No more neutral zone. I was used to hating Klingons. It never even occurred to me to take Gorkon at his word. Spock was right. And I thought, okay, now I'm seeing the Kirk from the original series. Yes, he is a warrior, but he also, he's a warrior first, but he's a diplomat second. And there is enough of, to be a Star Trek captain, you can't be just cracking wise and posing heroically. You have to have a little bit of the entire palette to paint your picture with. And I wasn't seeing it until that point. And after that, I thought he did much better as Kirk, but for me, there's always been a mental big disconnect between the series, the original series, and the movies. It almost feels sometimes like there's different characters playing them. Maybe it's just the gap of time, but
Next Generation has that problem as well. Like, there's definitely the movie era characters compared to what was previously established in TNG. But sorry, Karen.
Yeah. No, I probably rambled long enough. It is a good movie, but there are certain points, that jump out that I'm just, a little bit.
Well, let's before I hand it over to Stars, touch on one thing, because there was, appreciate this is like four white guys and shy talking about racist issues. And
that's the name of the podcast,
baby. Is like, we talk about the racist issues, and there were some definitely controversial things said in this scene in the council chambers, and later on, Nichelle Nichols was outspoken quite vehemently about a couple of things of this film, including she originally had a line, "Would you let your daughter marry one?" Talking about a Klingon, but that had to be cut because she refused to say it.
Yeah.
Chekhov saying, "Guess who's coming to dinner?" was also an Uhura line, but Nichols just said, "No, that's racist, I'm not saying it." Brock Peters had a lot of issues with his lines in the council chambers, to the point where they had to be shot several times, because he was just like, I don't like the terms like bring them to their knees, and sort of various sort of like, race extermination lines, which don't echo well, but in the terms of like how this sits in the context of this film and the Cold War stereotypes and things like that, it is a very, very fine line of things that were spoken about here. And that's it.
I've gotten in trouble too many times on the stream for addressing racist comments, so I'm sitting out of this one. Good luck, Phyllis.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mention that and throw it out and then run away. There's the grenade. Drive.
So I think that, like, in terms of what the movie is doing, it's very clearly trying to tackle the Cold War mentality of everyone on both sides of a war, especially one that's allowed to percolate and ossify and turn into old leather. You become very comfortable with dehumanizing your enemy. Like, you start to believe that, like, people on the other side of the globe, or even not on the other side of the globe, like a few countries away, are inhuman monsters. And I would be willing to bet that if I went back through, I probably wouldn't even have to look that hard through American or even United Kingdom news coverage from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and find ways where we talk about other countries in a very similar way to the way that Kirk... Yeah, exactly. In fact, there's a certain world leader at the moment who still talks to people like that. And I absolutely understand why Peters and Nichols had an issue with those lines, because they are very racially charged. I especially think that for her, it was a bad choice. Like, just don't. Why would you even? But like with Peters, I'm like, okay, I understand it from your perspective. But it's also so you're playing the bad guy, like one of the bad guys. So it's like, I don't know. But it's his experience. I'm not going to speak for an incredibly talented actor and like a man who has a very different life experience to me. But it's also a case of like, I understand your point, or that of like you want to see people in Star Trek being utopian, but it's that tension between what Roddenberry intended and then what Roddenberry actually did, and what about Star Trek works and what doesn't. Because you always have like the tension between TNG season 1, oh, we don't have headaches anymore, we have an evolved sensibility, versus the ability to like have character drama. And like if you go back to TOS original, like there's stuff like Styles being massively racist about Vulcans on the bridge of the Federation flagship, which has a half
Bones?
Vulcan. No, like Bones as well, but also Styles being even more explicit about it. These people are not perfect. And like there's stuff in like TNG as well, where like if you think about the way that certain people, like what's his name from Redemption, Data's first officer aboard the Sutherland.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, would you let
Hobson.
Hobson, that's it. Would you let a Klingon be a counselor? You know, it's like they're just not suited for that. And it's like these are elements that are in Star Trek and continue to be in Star Trek because, like, if you're going to mediate on the human tradition, on the human nature and like the human condition, you kind of need to show the ugly side of it as well. And I think it's a very bold choice to have iconic characters like Captain Kirk and McCoy saying things that you'd go, ooh, if your uncle said it around the dinner table. I think it is a little bit tawdry. I think it's a little bit gauche, is the words I'd think about it. And I think that it could have been done with more subtlety. But then I also think about the fact that how often is Star Trek actually subtle? It's very often not subtle. That being said, that's me trying to give this movie like grace and trying to meet it. I think that it has a fairly binary pass-fail when it comes to certain characters, where it's like, I like it. I think its handling of Kirk and Spock is good. I think its handling of McCoy is good. Scotty has done well. And then you have characters like Uhura and Chekhov, where it's like, you didn't even fucking try. Where this is an embarrassment, and if I were the actors, I would feel offended that this is the final movie role I'm getting as this character. And guess what? I know for a fact I'm not one of the principal trio, but you're not treating me well. And especially with Nichols, like, I could see this being an absolutely miserable experience for her. Like, I feel bad for her. And I, in retrospect, it makes me appreciate Strange New Worlds and the way it treats her more. Because I think that on the whole, in terms of the character perspective, I think it handles things fairly well. But then there are certain points where it's just a dull thud of, no, that didn't work at all. You should have tried again. And it, even down to those, this is where we meet the characters at the beginning. Some of those, completely fine. A lot of those, I'm like, do you even know the character? And I'm not sure if that's the case of, like, these two writing partners just not knowing the characters and having, like, funny ideas of how to get the gang back together. But it's just, it feels like a complete misread of what this movie feels like it's actually trying to be. I don't think it always succeeds.
I'd be interested to go back and see some of their other films that I mentioned earlier, Superman Quest for Peace and forget which the other one was, to see if that kind of style of dialogue.
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. Yeah.
Interesting is not the adjective for it.
Well, no, that's very true. I would be interested. Other people might not be so much.
So Stars, you said you kind of want your heroes to sound like your racist uncle. I'm paraphrasing a little bit.
Yes, you are, actually.
There's a reason I don't talk to certain people anymore. And I think that the dinner scene actually encapsulated what you want without the explicit language from the earlier scene. And I don't think they needed that language. They were they were shitty hosts, frankly.
Oh, they were
at a diplomatic function, and they said certain things and reacted certain things where it's like, oh, I'm not proud of you guys, you know. And I love the cast and the characters and the heroes and all that stuff, but it's like they could let you down in that way without saying things like alien trash. Like, that's, I don't know.
I mean, in fairness, the alien trash line is from Cartwright.
Well, yeah, but Kirk calls them animals, and it's like,
yeah.
Well,
I think even Shatner did push back on that.
How many Strange New Worlds has he been to? He ought to know better.
Well, yeah. So. This is.
Well, he's also lost his son to
I know,
like a
but
Klingon
still.
show. Yeah, that does change.
Get over it.
Idle and
not my finest moment. Anyway,
to point out, you would not.
I mean, they're
you would not.
Yeah.
Shy.
I know.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, they're very much. It's not just about the Cold War. That's very much an allusion to losses in the Vietnam War. You know, you have a whole generation of Americans who just racist against, I'm going to say, Southeast Asians because of the Vietnam War. You know, and it can turn otherwise normally very kind, welcoming people just for this one segment of people. It just triggers something in them that just makes them irrationally racist. It's a real thing, and all these terms that were like, you know, getting to you are things that people said. They're actual things, and that what I love about this movie is that it doesn't shy away from, and really it's the first one that points out the sort of colonialism of the Federation, the sort of human-centric colonialism of the Federation. You know, I think it's not racism existed in Star Trek in TOS. Like Balance of Terror is probably my favorite episode of TOS, and Lieutenant Styles is in there throwing epithets and shade at Spock, particularly once he sees the Vulcans left and right. I think, yeah. And there is this divide amongst Star Trek fans about, like, there are the older school Star Trek fans who are like, I like my Star Trek to be utopian, without as much conflict as New Trek has. But you know, the saying is utopia is not a place; it's a direction, right? You have to constantly work towards utopia. It's not just something you achieve and then it just stays that way. It's a process. It's a journey.
I mean, I'm in two minds about it because, like, you know, my own thoughts. I do absolutely love this film, but like on some level, it's like, okay, it's great because Kirk makes these mistakes and he learns on his journey, and it's the hero's journey. He gets something out of it, and he realizes that his old prejudices shouldn't be the direction. He has his speech at the end in the conference room. We shouldn't work towards all this animosity as everyone enthusiastically claps despite not knowing what's going on.
If you were in the room, you would clap too, idly. You know,
something happened quick. It's like that confused girl gif. She's just like, yeah, what happened? What? Yeah. Okay, yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, well, like what we said earlier, Kirk has been to so many strange new worlds, to so many different planets, met so many alien species. He's literally probably spoken about these very topics himself. He has the age and the experience to know. He should know better at this point, I feel. But like you say, he's got the PTSD from his son dying and, you know, being killed by Cruz in Star Trek 3. And I was very crass earlier, and I do apologise for that because I have children and that wouldn't be great. I felt that was one of those things I said, and I felt really bad afterwards. But you know, at the same time,
that's the middle square on our bingo game. Is Idol apologizes for saying something on stream.
Yeah. But you know, Kirk feels like he should be that kind of captain to look up to that should be better than that. He should be the one that's telling the people on the ship, you know, balance of terror, you know. I will not tolerate bigotry on my bridge, you know, is literally the definition of that episode when he's talking about Spock. And the same thing with, even Spock kind of addresses it a little bit with his own heritage here. But sorry, go on, Stars.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's very easy to say, oh, well, he's been to a million, like, you know, strange new worlds, and you know, he's spoken about prejudice and tolerance. And then it's like, cool, how many of those strange new worlds killed his son? Like, that kind of does a lot of heavy lifting for me here. And it's also a case of, I don't know if this is, like, a dumb point, but it's like, if we're talking about this on the sliding scale of realism versus utopian ideas of what a character is and what humanity could be, given how many people, you know, will say, you know, uncouth and offensive things at a dinner table, how many of them in your real life do you have any faith will ever change at an older age? And is it not more utopian to come across a character who has these outmoded ideas and actually does manage to grow past them? Because I feel like that might be the most unrealistic part of the entire movie, but also the most idealistic and most utopian is the idea that, yes, you can actually overcome prejudice. And Gorkon kind of gestures at it as, you know, if there's going to be peace, it's going to be the most difficult for our generation. Like
the undiscovered country.
I thought that line was really, really interesting. And I think Gorkon is actually kind of like an underrated character for just how much of a presence and how much he tells you about Klingons in very short screen time. Like, he's only in, like, what, the first quarter of the movie, if that, maybe the first third.
He has exactly 133 words in the entire film.
Exactly. His presence hangs over the entire thing.
He makes every one of them count.
He's the assassinated, civil rights leader. He's the assassinated Messiah, and he's the
catalyst,
the path that everyone else in the film is trying to follow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think ultimately I have a problem with the writing, and you've really opened it up and nailed it for me, where I can encapsulate it into words. There are 6 Star Trek films that feature the original crew. 5 of them feature Klingons. The only one that doesn't is Khan. And at this point, after years, after decades of them being on the same ship and encountering, in the previous film in Star Trek V, we were buddy-buddy at the end with the Klingons. Except for, the one guy says, "I'm sorry," and everybody's all, ha, 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 ha. And, everything's fine. And now suddenly, they're the alien trash and all this stuff because, we have to put a bow on this because we've already got this other show 4 seasons deep and a Klingon's on the bridge. And he's a very well-regarded person. So I guess we need to put a bow on this and show how did we come to peace with everybody. And they've mentioned Kittimer a couple of times, so we'll just bring this in here. And it just it missed to me because we regressed as characters. These are supposed to be the flagship of the Federation, the best of the best. And we're spoiled in modern times with Strange New Worlds and, of course, Next Generation and all these other ships with crew that would go out of their way to make sure that it was a good diplomatic relation and it was a good dinner, and they actually tried, instead of just this group of old farts that are like, fuck it, whatever, let's just get drunk, they'll leave. It just it makes a lot of sense that the people that came up with this also did Superman 4, because that was so bad. Christopher Reeve threw his hands up and said, "I'm going to go ride a horse. I can't."
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Let me just put a bow on this, so we can move on, because there's a
lot
of
how
stuff to
awesome
talk
the
about.
Excelsior is.
I just want to say that line that I referenced that he says in the next scene. How on earth, Kirk says this, how on earth can history get past people like me?
I did like that line.
Could a true bigot be that self-aware to say that? I don't think so. I think he has his prejudices, and ultimately the arc in the movie does show that he does move at least past some of that, and so I do appreciate that. I'm just saying that the early scene kind of made me uncomfortable with some of the language they used, but I don't blame it solely on Kirk, and obviously he's self-aware enough that you can respect at least how he came to those feelings.
Yeah, like I absolutely do think that like the writing goes a little bit too hard and too fast in terms of like trying to justify itself a little bit. Like it really needs to drum up for you. And if you were to do this nowadays, you'd probably want way more of a build-up. Like, instead of Star Trek V being a fucking ego trip, it would be an actual build to this movie, ideally. That was actually more about, like, the relationship with the Klingons, but we didn't really get that. So they have to kind of hit you hard, fast, with an emotional reaction. And I think that they do go a bit... Like I said, gauche, it's tawdry. It's a little bit too much. And it's a case of, like, I don't know what the runtime is on this. I feel like it's almost exactly 2 hours-ish.
No, that was only about an hour and a half. That was...
Was it really?
Yeah, it wasn't that long at all.
Yeah, that's tight. It's a tight movie.
Did you say 143?
Hang on, let me go back.
It's
the version
not an hour and a
we
half, but it's like...
which was the...
Oh, yeah, it is 143. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, then that was not the director's cut. The director's cut is a bit longer. Let me have a quick look. The director's cut is 153, and
has an extended love-making scene in it.
Here's why I buy
149. Yeah.
Here's why I buy Kirk's sort of like viciousness and like it's because those moments what you're seeing on screen is he's talking to like his best friend, right, or his personal log. Like those are the moments where you show like the really kind of. He's basically his therapist, Spock. Spock and Bones are his therapist. He's like expressing like his darkest inner thoughts to his father confessor there, and that's not something that he would necessarily he would say in public. And so, but he has enough self-awareness to realize that like these are not great thoughts, but he can't get over it until he meets Gorkon.
And Kirk's not necessarily the problem in all of this. It's more like the attitude of like some of the people in the Federation, the people conspiring. It's just mainly making Kirk being forced to confront these feelings that maybe he's perhaps ignored. But yeah.
Well, yeah, because I actually want to talk about that a little bit. So I find it very interesting, like as a thought exercise of trying to work out what the plan actually was, because like. You have the whole, like, okay, we need to get the Enterprise to fire on Gorkon 1, okay, on Kronos 1. And obviously they can't actually rig it to do it, so they get the Cloaked Bird of Prey to do it. Were they anticipating they would actually go into a fight there and it would just break out into all-out war? Or do you think that they accounted for Kirk... Like, because I always wondered, does Kirk actually surrendering there, was that factored into the plan? Did Valeris know that would happen? Or were they scrambling to fix it after that? I'm curious about that.
Valeris was a patsy, like, at the end of the day. She was sort of, like, used for her beliefs to kind of... So if she'd have died in the battle, that's, that's a tie lost. But I think they kind of did when Kirk backed up and then they sort of boarded the ship. They'd kind of think on their feet a little bit and the plot moved along that way. Went, okay, fine, we'll try him and send him off to Rurapenthe and kill him there.
Because I think if you run with the assumption that the plan was straight up, Chang will take command after Gorkon is killed and will blow into full straight-on war, and Kirk avoids that, that gives him, like, a lot of credit, like, for someone who is holding these prejudices and who managed to completely fuck up the diplomatic dinner. When the chips are down and it actually counts, he does manage to pull it out and do the smart thing, even if he doesn't comport himself particularly well in more fine situations.
If we're doing thought
exercises... Yeah, and something I noticed this...
Go ahead, Shai.
I was just saying something I noticed on this viewing is in the early conference scene, when they announced that it's Kirk going to this meeting, Brock Peters has a look on his face. He's like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Like, there's like a look of like concern on his face. He's like, I think this will work, but I'm not sure. Like, it wasn't entirely according to plan, but
I wasn't sure to read that. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was the case of, I don't know if the plan will work, or if it was the case of, we already have the plan in motion. I feel bad that it's Kirk that's going to get caught in the crossfire here.
Yeah, it's all of that. Peters is great in that like little brief shot.
And then Kirk says, well, I'm inclined to agree with Admiral Cartwright, and he's like,
right.
Maybe he is on my side. Okay.
Yeah, he plays like, well, sorry, I didn't mean to step over you there.
Yeah, if we're doing thought exercises, what if Valeris was the go call and the plan may have been set up, but they weren't sure whether to go until she hears him recording that log. She hears the hatred he has for the clan, and she thinks, I'm sitting on a powder keg. If we go now, there's no way they'll avoid firing at each other. And so, and either way,
she tries to convince
it even mattered, because as long as they kill Gorkon, they think that might be enough to end the peace talks, regardless of how the Enterprise reacts. So even if, Kirk were to surrender, even if that was factored in, as long as they get Gorkon, they could still end the peace.
Yeah, now you actually got me kind of thinking. It's like we see Valeris and Spock talking, and like they mentioned neither of us were hearing very well that night, and I almost wonder, like, do you think I don't think Kirk would have gone for it, but I wonder almost if Valeris thought she had a shot of convincing him to join in on the conspiracy. I almost wonder, but I think that she's cautious enough not to have done it, which is why we get a thing. But like, I wonder if it was a thought in her head, or if she was like, we've got a plan, I got to stick to it.
No, every sophomore thinks they can outwit their philosophy professor, right? Like, oh, here, I've come up with this brilliant proof. Yes. I can get out of this Cartesian hole.
Spending too much time on Klingon GPT. Like, no, it says it here, look.
So, we've been talking about how it's like going from a character point of view, and that's always my go-to for, like, a story. But I had to say, like, the fact that we can do these thought exercises and think about, like, the tactical scenarios of how it would play out, I think it does speak to a kind of a strength of the movie, which is that like the political situation is nicely sketched out, and there's a good amount of thought given to people being in the right place at the right time, and the mystery of it is quite well constructed. I think the conspiracy is quite good.
This is another point. This is amazing, because we've been ragging on it a little bit, but actually one of the film's amazing strengths for me is, and again, we spoke about how this is one of Nicholas Mayer's strengths, is just how this feels like a proper naval combat. This is Master and Commander a little bit again. You know, you've got the crew; they're all out cooking. You've got sort of like the conference rooms; they're all set up. There's people working around. You've got the sense of when they're going through the drawers. These are real people cruise drawers. It's a ship in action. It's listing to the right. You've got to set the rudder to half mark. You know, that feels good. I love when Star Trek does that, and they did that in the Wrath of Khan, and they kind of have stepped away from it. There is a couple of Strange New Worlds episodes where they kind of lean back into, you know, the ship feeling like a ship, like a naval vessel, and this crew has to work to a chain of command. And it's like Otto says something he likes the competency porn side of it. It's like, I need to see like a crew in action rather than kind of just like, you know, a little bit of jingoism and a few choice words and then the captain saves the day. So that definite strength of this is it made the Enterprise feel alive as well, and add sort of like a little bit of weight into the universe.
I'm going to shout out composer Cliff Idleman, who did the music for this.
Yeah.
Anytime you heard da 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 da, that meant that scene's going to be a fucking banger. Like whenever you hear that da 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 da, it's going to be a good scene, and it was. And a lot of that is used in conjunction with the ship stuff, the battles and whatnot, but also some of the intrigue where you, like you said, even rifling through drawers. Yeah. This guy's going hard on the score, and I'm like, whoa, you didn't need to go save it for the ship battles, but he gives us that while they're doing the intrigue, and that really helps elevate it.
All right.
Another thing to your earlier point, Idle, just talking about the naval-esque of it, something I never really appreciated until much later into viewings, and I paid attention to it today, just like fire extinguishers, was both for Sulu and Kirk, when they're transmitting something to another ship or talking, send this, they purposely leave out words, because it's just like, in the early 1900s, when you're sending over everything over wire, you don't want to put in just pointless words. So send a command Enterprise, we stand ready to assist. Like, you could have more, or
it's cool.
You know, send this, and it's missing words, but and I think that's a little neat thing that they still do hundreds of years later. It's like, okay, they're adhering to tradition.
Tell them we have no idea. Location Enterprise.
Enterprise. Yeah,
that's good.
Okay.
Got a hearing problem.
Sulu was so good in this film. This is just makes you feel like so sad that we never got that Sulu series.
Sulu really does come out of this movie smelling like roses. Like, freaking Takei gives an absolutely incredible performance. Everything on Excelsior is incredible. Yeah. You absolutely buy him as a ship commander who has all the metal of Kirk, but is a very different style of commander. Like, he's cool. I love him.
He's got, I think, the appropriate sternness for captain. Because I complained, I'm like, oh, they promoted everyone else to captain. No one else got their own ship. Well, look, I love Uhura and Chekhov and Scotty. I'm not sure I see them being the same type of captain that Sulu is. He's got the sternness, and just the loyalty, actually, is another big part of it that I really love. But I'll save that for later.
Yeah, and he tasted that. That's why even though it's just an okay episode, the Voyager episode flashback is so good, because you get extra tastes of Sulu's Enterprise and like that Sulu adventure that's happening during Star Trek 6, I guess. And then even, you know, just to toot my old Star Trek New Voyages family, they have an episode that has George Takei called World Enough in Time, where they bookend it with him as Captain Sulu on the Excelsior. So that's a great little treat for hardcore fans out there, and it's also actually their best episode. Star Trek New Voyages is the best episode in my opinion. So,
okay, before we move
Idle,
on, go on. Oh, sorry.
You were talking Excelsior. Is there something about that you wanted to gush about?
Oh, it's just a gorgeous ship. It's just really, you know, and seeing, you know, we have a great little ship battle section in this, you know, with the whole Spock and McCoy sort of loading the torpedo, and we see sort of that the Klingon ship exploding, and the many times we'll see it in the future as well. But that whole sequence where, you know, Kirk gives this hammy fire, and we get, you know, both ships coming together, and it's just a gorgeous little bit and it's not long. It's literally like 6 seconds long, but it's just a gorgeous little bit of ship battle. You see both the ships in their prime, and just it's just works really
the
well.
Bird of Prey rocking, like it's really
weird.
hard to get physics right in ship battles or video games or whatever, but just the rocking back and forth as it gets hammered, I'm like, oh yeah.
I also have to admit, I really like because the Excelsior gets kind of a bum rap in the movies, because you go from like Star Trek 3, where it is explicitly a joke.
Let
Star Trek
Captain
4 you have exactly. Star Trek 4, it gets literally they try and throw out a space dock, it immediately fails. It's not even in 5. And then you get here and it's like, okay, the Excelsior actually has a competent captain. It's properly out of, it's got a normal warp drive, and it finally gets to do something cool.
Fly her apart then.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it actually gets to do a proper hero treatment, and I think they kind of extend that into generations by making the Enterprise B and Excelsior class as well. But it's just nice to I don't necessarily know if it's narratively satisfying that they just kind of decide no, the Excelsior is actually cool, or if it's just a case of
it is,
or if it's just a case of the captain makes that much of a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. If you take it holistically, that really drives home the point. Idol will like this. Certain guys, if they do their wrestling finish on someone, the other guy will never kick out. But if a different wrestler tries to use your finish, it's not as effective. They can't do the damage with it. That's what makes the ship as the captain, and they hammer that in a dozen different TOS episodes.
Well, yes,
the man makes the ship, and I really like that.
Scotty says it. Scotty says it at the end. Not so big as her captain, I think.
And you see it like we say, the film opens with Sulu. He's got his nice cup of tea. We see the gorgeous chair he's sitting in. You get a nice beauty shot of the Excelsior running its way through the Praxis explosion, and it's great, and it's just a gorgeous
shields.
Then he gets
by the way, I love how
and drops it.
Yeah. Not
I
enough
love how only
extinguishers.
one guy on the entire Excelsior prepared for that collision. He's still driving the ship. Everyone else is climbing on the floor trying to get back to their chairs.
Even Sulu's on the deck, peeling himself up, barking orders. Is what hit us? Praxis is gone. All right. Before we go on to our bread, got a question for you guys. This is the final TOS film for this cast. Which two characters is this their final Star Trek appearance?
We're including fan films?
We are not including fan films, no. Sorry. That's cheating.
I know the answer, but I won't jump in.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Scotty does TNG. Bones does TNG. Spock does TNG.
Sarek does
TNG. Are we counting Chekhov and Picard, his voice?
Let's say we are not talking in timeline chronology.
Chekhov is the generations.
Filming time.
Oh, films.
Uhura never does anything again.
Yeah.
That's one.
Except have the animated appearance in Prodigy, Star Trek Prodigy, when they have the holograms.
Yeah, technically. That was a
big fans.
I was gonna joke and say Valtane, but he even shows up in Voyager again, so I can't say
he does.
Is it Dax?
It's not Dax. The original cast. I'll let you off. It's DeForest Kelly. Because Encounter at Farpoint was shot before this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Trick
This
question.
is his final appearance. Everyone else appears later on. Scotty and Chekhov appear in Generations. Spock, obviously,
in roles that were originally meant to be DeForest Kelly and Leonard Nimoy.
Exactly. Okay, it is time for our bread, the moment or sequence in a film or TV show that stood out to you the most. Shy, since this is your baby, what was your bread of the episode?
Of the oh god!
I'm sorry, of the movie. Sorry, I'm so used to saying episode. I mean movie.
I mean, I do love the "Don't wait for the translation" line. That's it's. Answer the question. Don't wait for the translation.
Yes.
It's. I know it's rough. I know it's very vicious, but the
That's what I
mind meld interrogation
Yeah.
is just intense filmmaking. Like it's
King Contrail sells that so well. It's
yeah.
You feel the pain.
They both do. The pain on Nimoy, like he doesn't really want to be doing that. Like he's so betrayed by her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but it's meant to be.
It's very uncomfortable.
Well, let me ask, because I was going to bring this up anyways. Spock physical violence we don't get a ton of. And then doing it in public on the bridge. His father says in the episode, Sarek, it's a terrible intimacy. Spock knows that. It made me think of the few times in New Trek where the person performing the mind meld explicitly asks for consent first, which I find an interesting sign of the times. Were any of you uncomfortable in that scene for a reason that you think may not have been intended?
No, I think it's like I was exactly as uncomfortable as they wanted me to be. It's not meant to be it's a unheroic act done for incredibly heroic reasons.
It's not even it's not even like a torture, it's an assault. You know, this is not torturing someone to get their information, like I think you said, Shy, like 24 Jack Bauer style. This is a very personal assault with multiple levels of conflicting feelings about it.
I didn't understand it at the time when I first saw it. I didn't know why the woman was moaning, and I thought that was weird. And then as I got older, I realized what it is. For a while, I carried that it was out of character for Spock to do that, and it was not my favorite choice. But also, from a writing standpoint, you have to get the information uncovered, and when it's Vulcan on Vulcan, that's pretty much the only way it's going to happen. Can't hold her at gunpoint. She doesn't care. Now, I agree with Stars. It makes me uncomfortable in just the right way, because it was Spock letting that human side come out once again, saying, I will sacrifice myself for the betterment of everybody. If this leads to some sort of condemnation of me, or I get in trouble, or whatever I am doing to violate this other person, I accept that, because there's a lot more at stake than just me. And I viewed it as, once again, Spock being human. He is the best human.
Yeah, and I think in terms of it being like, it's one of those, in terms of it being a public spectacle, like I feel like that adds to the uncomfortableness of it all. Like, not that it would be more comfortable if it were, in a private thing, but it's also a case of, this is a conspiracy being blown wide open. You need people to witness it, unfortunately. So it's like, if the truth will out. But yeah, I think that Spock probably carried the shame and the guilt of that to his grave.
I mean, I think going to the planet, shooting the people that were trying to shoot the president, it kind of outs the conspiracy. Just for the record,
yeah, but they didn't know who was in there. That's probably.
I thought doing it in public was performative beyond what was necessary, and it's a nitpick, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting squeamish as I get older, but.
Stars. Bread.
Oh, there's a lot of loaf here. Gotta
butter that bread.
I think it might just be target that explosion and fire, because I think that like that's the thing. Shatner goes for the ham and the cheese, the fire. Dramatic zoom in, the fire, and it's just like. I've always been of the opinion that, like, I agree with Dick Smile. Like, you guess what? You get him to do 50 takes, he'll give you a good performance. And I think it was good, but I preferred the restraint of Decay just going like a professional, just target that explosion and fire with such steel to him. Like, one of the few bits of Into Darkness that I appreciate is Sulu in the command chair saying, do not test me, you will fail. And that you see like the roots of that moment here. And it's just like there's something about the inflection and the way he does it, and just the build up, and then the destruction of the Klingon bird of prey. Like, that's the real climax of the movie. Like, in terms of like the visceral action part of it anyway, like the emotional climax is obviously down on Camp Kittimer, but yeah, that'd be my bread, is target that explosion and fire.
Nice. Frank, go for your bread.
I'm going to go just a little bit outside the norm. I'm going to say all of the cinematography and the shots of the inside of the Enterprise. This is our farewell to the old girl. This is our farewell to the crew. We got more walking and talking shots, shots of the galley, shots of crew quarters, shots of a dude with a metal detector like he's at the beach.
Fucking love it.
Fire
His day, that
extinguishers. So many cool parts of the ship, other sets that they, redesigned or redressed from other things, but just we spent a lot of time on the ship and we got to see her and we got to see so much of her, and not a bit of it was wasted. And it makes me happy to watch that film and go, okay, this is not Scotty hitting his head on a bulkhead and falling over like in the last movie.
Yeah.
And then magically going up 70 decks on magic flying shoes. This is serious. There are stakes. And the ship has always been a character, and it was used well.
Bread me, Auto.
Idle.
Oh.
He
does this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Someone's got to look out for you, baby.
That's true. I think just literally the opening the film with Sulu in command, and that shot moving up from the teacup up to him drinking it, and it's just like it starts to shake, and that whole sort of like opening sequence, and you're like, oh, hang on, we're seeing progress from our characters that we love so much. We've seen Sulu. He's not his best moments in the film, especially Final Frontier when he's chasing the Klingon female around. Not great. The first time, finally, he gets some work as the character he should be, as full-blown captain, to the point it's that impressive they end up bringing him back for Voyager for the flashback episode with Tuvok, which is brilliant. So yeah, my bread is just like, we're not opening with Kirk, we're not opening with the Klingon diplomacy or any of the stuff you saw in the trailers. Nope. It's going to be a Sulu episode for the first 10 minutes here. Yeah, bring it on. That's my bread.
And Frank, do you remember, my theater cheered when Sulu appeared? Because I saw it opening weekend, in college, and my theater, went crazy when it was Sulu captaining that ship.
And it was such a welcome surprise, because the theater was packed when I saw it, because it was 4 days after open, but it was leaning towards the weekend, so it was full of nerds. Of course, it's a Star Trek movie, and it was such a welcome surprise that, oh, it's Sulu. Oh, he's captain. Oh my God, he's on the. Whoa, this is so cool. And then you see Janice, and you're like, yeah, this is great. And yeah, it was one of those things. People think that people cheering in movie theaters is something new, that happens in Avengers movies or something that you see on YouTube, and it sounds horrible. Oh no, this has been happening for a long time. And when the Klingon ship got blown up, everybody cheered. Yeah.
Auto.
Also iconic is just the shot of the little cup moving closer and closer to the edge crash. That would probably be my second bread. My bread is the only line I quote from this movie. Things gotta have a tailpipe. I love that line. It's a very versatile line. So
keep it simple.
It is a very ready line.
I think if I was going to take a second bread, mine would be, and it never really occurred to me until you guys sort of point out in this film, because I always sort of just you watch parts of this film offhand. So when McCoy turns to Kirk and he goes, "What is it with you anyway?" 30 years later, what? How? How do you keep doing this?
It's so good.
It is good. All right, let's go for
The best advice I can give you is to just be yourself.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to Zek. You're the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Actually, that's the second best piece of advice.
In fact, you're the worst thing that ever happened to the entire Ferengi Alliance. No. Just stop saying that.
Best and worst moments of the episode. That's never going to get old. Let's go reverse order. Let's start with you, Otto. What was your best and worst moment? Haha.
I already kind of spoke about him, so I'll be brief. My worst was that first scene. Again, I leaned toward more of the utopian stuff, so I didn't care for the realism or some of the language used. My best, even though this is kind of a thinky movie because of all the moving pieces, I like occasionally to turn my brain off and be told what to think. And when I hear da 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 da, and I know to pay attention, I appreciated that. They didn't overuse it, but when they use it, it's going to be
an
good.
incredible audio stim.
And
Like,
just
hear
the
it, you're like,
simplicity of like they didn't betray it either. They didn't play it and then do something shitty. Like anytime they
Yeah.
played it, it was gonna be good. And I just appreciated being told every so often, all right, pay attention, this one's gonna be good. So I like that. Idol.
Yes. So I'll go with my worst, which I haven't really got a lot. Despite what we've been talking about earlier, I haven't really got a lot of bad things to say. I mean, we've spoken about worst parts in other episodes that have been particularly egregious. This doesn't particularly have a bad moment I can point to that's like especially egregious. But I'll just point to the fact that why are we foot shaming the crewman who didn't kill them? Of course he doesn't wear boots. He's got specialist footwear. And Stars is like, doesn't his feet get cold? I'm like, he's an alien. You don't know his anatomy. He could have self-regulating heat.
I'm thinking of his comfort. I want Dax to be happy.
Yeah, this poor aliens just come in. They're just like, I was you, and it's like, and everyone's just got their head in their hands. So I'm like, yeah, no, okay, let's maybe not so professional with everyone's in there just pointing at the poor young crewman. My best scene is I'm going to go for the Klingon courtroom part. That's just pure brilliance, and especially the part where Chang is talking in Klingon, and he's like, and you switch to the translator, who's doing the UN thing, and he's sort of translating it, and then it switches back to Chang, who's then speaking English, and it's a perfect little transition to go like, yeah, of course we're not going to speak Klingon to you for this next 15 minutes worth of a trial. We're going to but we're just going to hammer home the point that's why
Discovery, whatever,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so and I thought that was a nice little transition, and it was a good little courtroom scene. We got to see Michael Dorn, who apparently was only told he was going to be his own grandfather in this film as the script people were walking past the set on TNG. So yeah, it was a great scene. It's good to see like other cultures sort of courtroom trials, especially the scene with McCoy trying to crack a joke and the one guy laughing and McCoy trying to pass it off.
That's so good. He's so happy to get the laugh.
It's pretty good.
So that is my best and worst. Frank, best and worst.
No surprise, I'll start with worst, and it's the ending. I could have written a million different ways to do it that are better. I would have had Kirk take all his officers down, not say second star to the right. I would say set course for Starbase 1 and go at whatever speed. Unnamed ensigns, you guys come take over the bridge. Officers, come meet me in the mess. Where we started the film, we're going to end the film. We're going to have dinner as a family one more time, and I'm going to say my log out loud. This ship's going to go into the future, becoming no one has gone before, but it has been my great honor to serve with all of you. Thank you. You are my family now. Anything like that would have been a million times better than just everybody staring into the view screen. Wow, a star. I've never seen that. Huh. Wow, that chair got blown up. Somebody probably died in it. Oh, well. Scoot it out of the way so we can see. Oh, camera's moving. Let me get in closer. Oh. So yeah, no thank you. Best anything with both David Warner and Plummer. Those two earned their paycheck 10 times over. The dinner scene, Warner is top tier class act. If Plummer had just quoted 5 less lines of Shakespeare, it would have been immaculate. He went a little bit too much in the writing, but yeah, it just their nuances and their facial expressions and their nonverbal, what they were actually thinking and saying, masterclass only done with actors that are as good as they are. And Shy could do it, obviously.
Stars, best worst.
So I think my worst is I'm gonna have to just go for almost any Chekhov and Uhura scene. I think probably the worst Chekhov scene is why not simply vaporize them? It's like, you're the fucking weapons officer. What the fuck? As you know, Commander Chekhov, fuck off. Fuck off. It's embarrassing.
He's just explaining it for the log. He's also head of exposition.
Fuck off. My feelings on the Klingon translation scene, guess what? It's funny. I feel exactly the same way Nichelle Nichols feels about it. It is an embarrassment. It is not a good scene. I am just as pissed as she was about it. Guess what? Best. How the fuck have we not just said Gorkon both from an acting perspective, but also just writing perspective? Like, I know you mentioned David Warner, but it's like that is the kind of Klingon who, along with Martok, makes the Klingons make sense as a political political entity and as a race and as a people. Gorkon is so, and he has such a small presence, like what, 130 words or whatever. That's tiny. But Warner is so good at selling it with such a gravitas and like a world weariness, and you can start filling in the blanks about who he was before he was Chancellor, based on what everyone talks about him. And it's like,
go
he's
play
this,
Klingon
like,
Academy. It's all in there.
Well, yeah, he's this like almost quasi-messianic figure, but you don't really like hold that against, because guess what? Someone has to be like the person who will stump for peace, who clearly believes in it. And just like, you don't trust me. We're gonna have the hardest time living in this new future. Little bits of humor, like you've not heard Shakespeare until you've heard him in the original Klingon. How did nobody laugh at that? Come on, guys, that's hilarious.
I'd like to point out, I don't know if anyone noticed, in the Discord event announcement for the Undiscovered Country, I did put in parentheses OV. So I hope someone picked up on that little in-joke. I guess not. Anyway, please continue.
Nah, you're all good. I think he has such a small presence, and yet you feel it so acutely. He's incredible. He's my favorite part. I guess what weird part, like Stars likes the Klingon, but I also just really love the Colonel Worf cameo. I think that's really, really cute. Really didn't need to be there. It could have been literally anyone in the Klingon makeup, but it's just very fun. And it ties a nice little bow on the Camp Kittimer thing with Worf and why he was raised there with Moog and everything. It's just really, really nice and neatly cute. Maybe a little bit too cute, but guess what? It's for me. I don't care. So that's my best. Exactly.
Hey, to be fair to Chekhov not knowing about the whole weapons thing at this time, he was a chess grandmaster. He was not involved in weapons. Uhura was doing radio shows. She wasn't doing translating. I mean, these people.
The weird thing was, she was doing a radio show on Klingon, on Kronos. Like she.
Yeah,
she should know.
Wild.
Yeah, Shy. Best of
the least believable part about those proposed prologue stories that you mentioned is the idea that Carol Marcus would have anything to do with Captain Kirk after the death of their son. Like, everything she feared would came to pass the second he came back into the son's life. And Gorkon's a huge badass. I like that there's an implication that he clearly killed whatever that tusk cane came from, probably with his bare hands, right? Probably with a bat left. Yeah. My worst moment, I think people called attention to it during the movie, is it's not the CGI blood. At the time, we suspended our disbelief. We're like, this is where it is. We get it.
Yeah.
It's the bad Captain Kirk split screen on Ropenthe during the fight. Where their eye lines are not meeting, and he points over his head.
High. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I have to imagine that Shatner had a stand-in, but he was like, no, I'll act it by myself.
Get me a
I do not need a stand-in.
Only William Shatner could act with himself and get his marks wrong.
Well, look, here's the thing. If you're yourself, you know exactly how high you are. There's no excuse for pointing up to the ceiling. Just point straight over.
Bill, I managed it.
Maybe it's so deep. He was like, Marcia's shorter than me, so she would instinctually point taller than herself.
Yeah, but Marcia is a student my shape. She must therefore be smaller than me. It's like, what?
Or
That's not how it works.
He was standing on the little guy's box.
That's right.
Yeah, clearly.
I like to think that he was actually the police had turned up and they had their guns drawn and like they turned up on set for some false crime, and he was just pointing to David Bowie, the notably tall guy. No, shoot him, not me.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Sorry.
My favorite moments are predictably the Sulu moments. He creates a captain that is unique, right? Like, that was always a concern. Like, is Patrick Stewart going to just be a clone of Captain Kirk? No, he created his own distinct captain. And Sulu came in here and he was captain with his own flavor, with his own distinct style, and it was so good that Star Trek fans have been suckling off of this like 15 minutes of him as captain for 35 years
fans.
now.
You can admit
Star Trek
Sean,
fan.
it's okay.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'll admit it. I am the only Star Trek fan here. Just the quiet ways he knows how to disobey Starfleet regulations. It just we do not know location Enterprise, and then he just with a quick little, did I freaking stutter, Christian Slater? No, I don't think I did. To him, like you're breaking up, your signals breaking up. It's all good. It's all understated, and it's just beautifully done. And but I love the whole movie as a whole. But that always stuck out with me. Like whenever I cue this up just to have something playing in the background, I know I'm automatically going to get brought in by the explosion followed by the teacup being lifted up. So.
And you're in. Well, I think it is in fact time for our...
I can show you my rating code.
Schiller rating 3.5. Associational rating norm -3.
That's much too low a rating.
Just not accustomed to seeing an unsatisfactory rating on a member of my crew.
Shai, since it is your draft pick for this episode, you will need to provide us with a Schiller rating. How many something out of 10, please?
All right. Gentle as all. How many freestanding cylinders of mashed potatoes being made with a whisk instead of a potato ricer do you give this movie?
Like a freestanding cylinders of mashed potatoes.
That's very good.
Being what was that? Being what? Sorry.
Made with a whisk.
Instead of a potato ricer.
With a whisk instead of a potato ricer. Do you give this?
Potato ricer. Fantastic. That's an all-time high for me. That one is okay. Please give us your ratings, Shai. We'll start with you.
It remains and always shall be a 10.
Fantastic. Let's mix it up. Let's go Frank. Frank, what are we going to give this?
I pre-rated a 6, saying it is my 7th favorite out of the 10 movies. We don't count Section 31 in this family. But we should watch it again. No. I am going to hold fast that it is still my 7th favorite movie. However, I will bump the rating because I did enjoy a lot more of the little details than parts of the story that I hang up on, and that is being unfair to the final crew. So I will begrudgingly allow Star Trek VI, this Undiscovered Country, to have 7.5.
Oh.
Poorly formed mounds of mashed potatoes, formerly in a vaporized stock pot that are now sitting there with a whisk in them, not a potato ricer, and sitting on what may be a burner and burning away, and no one's thinking about that, but thank God there's a fire extinguisher nearby.
Out of 10.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be fire extinguishers. You thought it was going to be fire extinguishers, but
it was Frank's choice. It would have been. Stars, Schiller rating, please.
What was my pre-rating?
I can't remember.
8.5.
8.5.
8.
No, it was higher than that, wasn't
Was
it?
it 9.5?
No, I think it was an 8. I don't think I went for 9.
We would have shit on Idol if it was
10,
8.5.
I think I said 10.
Yeah, see, I get to get away with it because I don't do it every freaking episode. I think I'll bump up to a 9. Pounds of potato, mashed potato being made with a whisk instead of potato ricer like psychopaths. That is a really weird visual. Like, it's just like so compacted in that it's solid and not slopping everywhere. And I'm like,
but it's
should
not
that not be
either.
leaking? Yeah, like, okay, so it's on the stove. You were presumably whisking it.
Okay.
Why is it not sloppy, or is it so dry that it's compacted?
Here's what happened: when it was vaporized,
the
the heat transferred into the mashed potato because it's made out of an Andorian kind of rice flour.
Okay,
that changed it to a gelatinous state, and the heat transferred and made it more solid and burnt the whisk into it. So there you go. There's your answer.
Also, great special effect dissolving the pot around the cylinder of potatoes.
Okay, yeah. So I go with 9. overly long mashed potato jokes out of 10. It's got some flaws.
I'm sorry. Stars is saying someone else's Schiller rating is too long. Okay.
Guess what? Nothing's funnier than hypocrisy. It's got some heavy flaws. It really does have some heavy flaws, but the bits that hit like an absolute freight train. And I think that in terms of saying goodbye to a crew, yes, it could have been better. Yes, it could have been perfect, but so can all things. And I find that it's a really... I find that it's... Guess what? It takes a certain level of courage to make a movie like this as you're going out of admitting that you can always grow. I think that there's something really, really idealistic about that. It's saying, this may be the end for the characters, but they'll never stop growing. That's really kind of lovely. I love that message. So yeah, 9. I'll give it a solid 9.
Solid 9. Okay. I'll go next, and then we'll finish on you, Otto. I'm also going to go 9.
That's what anyway.
I'm also
You're reducing to a 9.
I'm going to go for a 9. I started at a 10. I've gone down slightly. I think there are parts of this film that maybe kind of go like, yeah, that could have been better. That could have been better paced, or maybe this topic of conversation is not handled with the delicacy that it should be, as we sort of spoke earlier in this review. But everything else is great. It's the final sort of hurrah for the Monster Maroons, really. We get the Enterprise A in all her glory. We get multiple good shots of it. It's a compelling storyline that is evocative of the era at the time, post-Cold War, and even alludes to Chernobyl as well with the Praxis accident and sort of like shortcuts in democracy and how that works, and how not only can we change as a species and we can change as a person, how the Klingons change as well, and our perception of other people based on our interactions with them and how we live among them, even though it wasn't quite a little bit heavy-handed in favour of Shatner just rolling around in the sand over McCoy with himself, because of course it's Shatner. But we got some amazing Spock eloquence. We got some amazing Sulu moments. So I'm absolutely going to go for, and I'm going to not look because I get accused of just being able to look at the spreadsheet. So
thank you.
I'm going to go for 9 cylinders of mashed potato that, for some insane reason, are being whisked. No, being made with a whisk instead of a potato ricer. Is that close? Hang on, what did I get wrong?
Are we sure it's mashed potato? Is it maybe like some kind of like?
I think it's like dough.
Baking, like maybe
Look,
dough.
if anyone would know, it's Shy.
No, because there's turkey. There's turkey. They're serving it with turkey.
Oh, that.
I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless they're making like biscuits to go with it.
Biscuits or bread or something like. Okay. Auto final.
Also, who's the chef? Like they went from blue squid to like turkey and mashed potatoes and things.
Riker.
Yes. Yeah. Oh god, it's holodeck episode. He's there.
Total objective mode.
If we're gonna abuse AI, just have Riker. These are the voyages. Every movie, every episode, he shows up, turns it into a holodeck episode.
Oh my god.
So, in addition to some of my other nitpicks, I found Valeris to be inconsistent with Vulcans. The showmanship, the smiling, the bemused jokes. And I actually thought if they would have kept Savik, either Savik, I think would have been better. Obviously, and there's reasons why. And the mind meld scene, I think that would have put it in the right place for the level of betrayal Spock was meant to be feeling. And I didn't love Chang. I thought he's okay, but just the constant monologuing villain, I'm never going to appreciate that personally. So, in honor of Shiaporn, this is better than a 7. It's not quite a 9, but I know he loves this whole number, so I'm giving this 8 freestanding cylinders of mashed potatoes, whisked instead of potato riced, out of 10.
Fantastic. Okay.
What does that average out to?
We've got an average of 8.7 containers of questionable mashed potato.
Strong.
Very strong.
You know what? Sorry, I got to ramble a little more. The reason, because all I did was mention the nitpicks. The reason why those nitpicks irritate me so much is because when this movie is good, it's damn good.
Yeah.
And I would love it to be like the top of my replayability, rewatchability list, and just the few things that clang against my brain. I just wish they weren't there because it's so good otherwise. So it is very good.
I will also note the IMDb rating for this movie is 7.2, so we are officially
above average.
By the way, the
IMDb.
the letterbox is 3.6 out of 5, so it's 7.2 on both sides. So
fantastic. Okay, we rated this exactly the same as Ad Astra per Aspera from Strangely Well Season 2. Slightly better than Drone and the Andorian Incident. Not quite as good as Equality of Mercy or Extreme Risk. So
Shy hates Quality of Mercy.
Look at you people. Look what you've done.
Where does it line up against Sub Rosa?
Let me just check. Hang on.
Neck and neck.
Sub Rosa was a 3.6. So
almost there. Okay, almost there.
There's a little bit of a difference. We're going to leave you guys with one last fun fact. So sadly, Gene Roddenberry passed away shortly after, around the time this film was being produced. He did see the movie 2 days before he died. According to William Shatner's Star Trek movie memories, so take it with a grain of salt, Roddenberry, after seeing the film, gave thumbs up all round and then went back, phoned his lawyer, angrily demanding a quarter of the film's more militaristic moments be removed for the film. But Gene died before his lawyer could present his demands to the studio.
I was waiting for you to say he demanded a quarter of the profits, but that's also...
I read that and I thought, that's such a Gene story. That makes so much sense. But,
that absolutely reads to me as true. I don't have to take any salt with that.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. We will see you soon. Keep an eye on the Discord and all of that. And from us here, live long and prosper. And let loose the dogs of war!
It's all set.
What's all set?
I got Hooker lined up with a dude who's going to give him the deal of a lifetime in a new Porsche.
A Porsche?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you should wait. You might get a better deal through the state.
Yeah?
Yeah, we just did some story on a guy who's selling stolen Porsches off a lot on Main. Real sleazy character.
What's his name?
Delvin, Kelvin,
Melvin?